If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Around here, we say go Tigers. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We love our Mangum Tigers, so suit up in your best and brightest orange, and we will see you at the games. Cattlemen's Bank is Tiger proud.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Jamie's Auto is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger sports coverage. When you need a new-to-you reliable vehicle, always remember to visit Jamie's Auto Sales on Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Jamie makes it easy to buy a great used car with 5 lenders available, and your new-to-you vehicle comes with a 3-month 4,500 GWC power-trained warranty. Talk about peace of mind. Remember Jamie's Auto in Mangum for your next vehicle purchase. And go Tigers!
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Hello, this is Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner with the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum. We are friendly hometown folks and treat patients of all ages, newborns through adults, for wellness and sick visits, as well as management of chronic illnesses such as diabetes and high blood pressure. Call the clinic in Mangum at 580-782-3393 for an appointment today.
Jackson County Memorial Hospital.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find at 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, pipe passes, or real ID, Tom and Cynthia Clark are there for you, and they can help you at the Mangum Tag Agency at 580-782-3004, 782-3004.
We yell loud and proud because we love the Mangum Tigers. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. On and off the field, we support the Tigers through and through because once you're a Tiger, you're always a Tiger. And Cattlemen's Bank is Tiger proud.
Great food made fresh with the best ingredients possible under the direction of Chef George is what you'll find at the newly remodeled J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum. Now, if you haven't tried the Mexican and American favorites at J&P Mexican Grill, what are you waiting for? They're open Tuesday through Saturday for lunch, dinner, featuring homemade desserts. For takeout, call 580-706-5042 and like them on Facebook. J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum.
First National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Mangum Tiger Athletics. At First National Bank, supporting our schools and athletic programs is our top priority. We appreciate and support our community through and through. At First National Bank, you can hear us roar. Go Tigers! We wish you a season of great success. First National Bank and Trust Company, your bank for life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Anna with Dapper 14 Boutique at 209 North Oklahoma in Mangum. We are so excited about the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. We feature clothing and accessories in all sizes for all ages, and our store is well stocked for a great shopping experience. Come see us, visit us on Facebook, or shop the website at dapyr14.com, and go Tigers.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brenda at 580-782-2452 for more information.
Fresh floral arrangements created here in Mangum are the hallmark of owner Darla Hately at Flowers Unlimited. Remember that fresh flowers are a very personal and special gift that is so cherished when delivered for birthdays and anniversaries. She might say, you shouldn't have, but she'll be delighted. Flowers Unlimited. Call local at 580-782-2122. That's 782-2122. Flowers Unlimited in Mangum.
Wichita Insurance and American Farmers and Ranchers proudly serve cities and towns throughout rural Oklahoma. We're your neighbors and part of the communities. We're proud of our schools, youth, and communities, and that's why we're investing in rural Oklahoma. Wichita Insurance and AFR want to be your agent and insurance company. So call 580-301-6352 today and let us help you protect your farm and ranch operations, autos, and home.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go together when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make The Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Hi again, everyone. Welcome to football on Classic Hits 97.7. Joe Buddy Michael Barnes live from the Liberty Bowl as we get ready to celebrate senior night here. The Mangum Tigers entertaining the Wildcats of Carnegie in a big-time Class A District 2 matchup. In playoff implications on the line, you want to finish third or fourth at this point. Looks like first or second may be out of the question, but certainly want to get a playoff game and at least give yourself an opportunity. And it's all going to come down to these final 2 weeks. There's a logjam for those final two spots between about four teams, and one of those teams is Mangum. The other team, Carnegie. You got Hobart in the mix, and you've got Snyder in the mix as well, and that's who Mangum will close out the regular season against next week. Chad Fox got the picture there of all of the seniors that are being honored here this evening. Not all of them are football players. We got band members and cheerleaders and whatnot that are being honored as well. But big night, senior night activities. Had the opportunity to see head coach Sam Powers. This is an emotional night for him. It's a tough night. He has talked about that more than once. He's posted it on the Facebook page. bittersweet for him because he spent so much time with these kids and getting ready to put them out there in the real world in one last home football game, at least during the regular season. Still an opportunity to have a postseason game here. So it's quickly, it's scary, Chad, how quickly it comes to an end. And it hadn't been that long that you went through this process.
It's been a long time.
Well, not really. I mean, not with your own son.
Well, yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
I'm not talking about you personally. Yes, it's been. Come on, Methuselah. Yeah, we know that.
Anyway, yeah. So it has been. It is a big deal. And these coaches, the good coaches, they invest so much time. They spend more time maybe with these kids than their own family during the season anyway. And so it is part of your life. And that's what makes it special. That's what makes these kids come back, homecoming, and come back and be around the younger kids and the coaches. And you always remember your coaches, good or bad. And Coach Powers is one of a kind, and he is a good one for Mangum.
You know, and he a guy that I know he's looked up to over the years is William Dickey. And we always make sure that before these ball games we find Coach Dickey and his wife and have a conversation with him. And as Coach Powers was coming off the field going to the locker room with his kids, he had an embrace with Coach Dickey. It was emotional. And, you know, Coach Dickey, some final words of encouragement before Coach Powers went into the locker room with the team that final time.
Now, Coach Dickey's been through a lot of those year-end and senior nights, and I'm not sure how he separates his wardrobe from the schools, but he is a legend in these parts. He has been around, and he's helped raise, I say that sincerely, helped raise a lot of kids here in Southwest Oklahoma because he has definitely been a great coach and a mentor here in the area.
I will probably leave a school out, but the ones that come to mind immediately, Tipton, Hollis, Ranfield, Mangum.
You would know,
Snyder.
Yep.
And I may be leaving a school out, but certainly all of those schools, Coach Dickey, apart, and we're talking over decades, you know, and all the influence that he has. And I will say this, Sam Powers, following in those same footsteps of William Dickey. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
That's always good, and what makes high school and junior high sports so special is the mentorship and maybe not the best home life for a lot of kids. And these coaches, they become father figures and a support system that these kids need and these small communities. And that's great that Coach Powers and Coach Dickey, they have invested so much emotionally in these kids.
So I know you got a great shot. I watched it of all the people that are being honored here this evening when it comes to the senior class. Don't want to overlook the fact that the end zones, courtesy of Dirk, are absolutely amazing here this evening.
I joked with Coach Pennypacker, and Dirk was up here too. You better watch out, going to lose him to the NFL. It's just impressive. And he said actually that it didn't take as long as he thought. It is just impressive, and there is not a field nary many miles around that looks like this. And it is sharp, it's slick, it has the tiger eyes, the eye of the tiger in the end zones, and so that's cool.
I got tickled. I asked him about it, and he just kind of nonchalanted it. Said, you know, I didn't do it Monday because it rained, so I started on Tuesday. And
you imagine if you and I had to do that?
Oh, well, we wouldn't be playing football, that's for sure. He did say that last night's rain kind of took a little bit of the brightness out of the paint, but it is still remarkable. And I don't know if you've noticed it, maybe you have, but he even went to such detail that the eyes of the tiger are colored.
It's impressive. It is impressive. And, again, the time he spends. And
yeah.
The great interview you had with him a few games ago. And so he does it for the right reasons, and he is one of a kind himself. I'm glad to have him aboard.
Shayla Willis and Courtney Parker are with us here this evening. Want to say hi to Alexis Brooke Allen, who says, "Let's go Tigers" at number 11. Our countdown to kickoff continues. Live from the Liberty Bowl, we've got Carnegie, Mangum coming up. Senior night, Classic Hits 97.7.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make The Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients, and this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office, locations in Altus and Mangum.
Friends, it's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Maddie Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
We are a community of ongoing legacy and tradition. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are so proud of the continued success of the Mangum Tigers on and off the field. Good luck on another exciting sports season, Tigers. Cattlemen's Bank is behind you all the way.
Well, it is with a heavy heart and great sorrow that we bring along this message to you, and we received during that timeout word from Brian Bingham. We hadn't been aware of this until now. Coach Bingham, thanks for letting us know. Coach Sam Power's mother passed away yesterday. And so our thoughts, prayers certainly with Coach Powers and the family, and added significance to this senior night for him. Mrs. Powers, a regular visitor to our broadcasts, and certainly there are no words other than our love and thoughts, and those prayers go out to Coach Powers. Back to the Liberty Bowl after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
And the kickoff rolls on here on Classic Hits 97.7. Eric Rodriguez, same into your prayers. Thank you, sir. We appreciate that. Mangum and Carnegie set to kick it off here. Mangum coming into the ball game. We look at the standings, and they are number 3 in the standings going into tonight's ball game. Overall record 5-3. They won 3 in a row, 3-2 inside district play. Carnegie 2-6 overall, but 2-3 inside the district. So you get the significance of this ball game. They're playing tonight at Walters. Walters lost their first game of the year last week to Apache. Blue Devils will have anger on their mind this evening, no doubt about it. Entertaining Hobart. Walters 7-1, 4-1 in the district. Hobart 2-6 and 2-3 inside district play. So still an opportunity to make the playoffs. And Chad, an unusual set of circumstance for the broadcast crew over there at Walters tonight.
You and I, and you more than me, we've been in some places. We ran telephone cords hundreds of yards to people's houses, and the coaches offices, but it is a downpour in Walters currently, and you mentioned it, the radar, it's just like a big old swirly whirl.
Yep.
It is. Anyway, it's raining in Walters, and they have our crew scheduled to be outside. Well, can't do that. Can't operate any kind of equipment outside unless you're an official. And so they are steering outside from the Hobart locker room, going to do the best they can to call that game. But that's one for the memory books, my friend.
Yeah, they will. They'll be working on that one for sure and remembering that one for a long time. So Hobart and Walters tonight from Walters. Also this evening, Cordell looking for their first win of the year, a ragtag team with very little numbers. They're at Snyder Cyclones, looking at the playoffs as well, 3-2 inside the district. Big game for the Cyclones. Apache on top of the district standings will take on Empire. Empire just 1-4 on the year. Now, you look on the other side on District A1, Burns, Flatdale City, and Fairview hook up tonight, and we thought this would be a battle of undefeated teams in the district, but Burns, Flatdale City got beat last week by Hooker. They're still number 2 in the district, take on Fairview, undefeated 5-0. Burns, Flatdale City is at 4-1. Elsewhere, Moreland, number 3 in A1, takes on Thomas. Thomas struggling. They've won just one game this year. That was a district bowl game. Merritt and Hooker will play, and Hooker in the middle of the postseason picture. The Bulldogs entertaining Merritt. Hooker 5-3, 3-2. Texoma and Sayre play tonight at Sayre. Sayre 0-5 inside the district. Texoma is at 2-3. You talk about broadcast facilities and locations. Last night we had the opportunity to be with our good friend Greg Tangney from up there at Shattuck. The Indians came to Hollis to take on the Tigers, and
had one of those nights.
Yeah, we were up on top of the press box when the thunderstorms started rolling in. They delayed things by 40 minutes, the kickoff, and then they got underway. Pretty much a steady rain throughout the ball game. And let me just tell you, Brody Shelby, what a great night he had running the quarterback position for Hollis, and the Tigers ended up winning that ball game by a final score of 36-8, keeping their playoff hopes alive. Also last night, Bixby, they just keep rolling. Thank you. They beat Moore 64-7. Now, they do have a Week 10 matchup, the Spartans do, with Jinx. So that ought to be a fun one.
That'll be a fun one. There'll be some bragging rights in Tulsa.
Also last night, Elgin. I'm telling you, 2 years ago, last year, if you had told me that they would go to Lawton MacArthur, actually to Cameron, and beat the Highlanders, I'd ask you what you were smoking. But they did last night. The Owls beat MacArthur by a final score of 20-13 in a 5A1 district matchup.
Old timers like me and Michael, we that was a little farming community 25, 30, 40 years ago, and they have just exploded in population all the way up to 5A.
8-man football tonight, Tipton and C2. They are on top of the standings there in a top 3 team. Tigers 8-0, 5-0 in the district. They have gone back to the way they play football down there in Tillman County. They take on Corn Bible Academy, who's 4-4 overall, 2-2 in the district. Mountain View Goodebo, second place on the line tonight as they entertain Geary. Both teams 3-1 inside the district. Best of luck to our good buddy Jeff Coakley over there in that one. Also tonight in Tillman County, it'll be Lindsay at Frederick. This is a great matchup. Both teams 6-2 and 4-1. That is a 2A3 matchup at the Bomber Bowl. In Class 4A play tonight, Elk City. And I mean, the Elks have come out of nowhere, it seems. They are on top of the district standings. Should get their 5th win in as many tries inside the district, traveling to Woodward to take on the Boomers, who have not won a district ball game and have only won one ball game throughout the year. Also in 4A1, John Marshall will entertain Weatherford. The Eagles trying to secure a playoff spot. This is their final game of the regular season. And it's cash at Clinton. And Clinton could be on the outside looking in when it comes to the playoffs after winning the state championship last year.
Yeah, that is incredible. And they have polls. I'm not sure what site did this, but I did hear that Clinton ranked in one of the top 50 in the country of football towns.
Well, I don't think there's any doubt about that. If you've ever gone to a bowl game at the Tornado Bowl, you know what it's like there.
Yep.
And this is one that is an absolute head-scratcher. 5A1 district matchup over at Ardmore. A couple of 5A juggernauts for years. Altus and Ardmore have had some epic battles over the years, had a chance to broadcast many of them.
Right.
Both those teams winless inside district play.
Wow. So somebody's going to have to, maybe, unless it gets cold because of weather. And
it's a district game. You can't do that.
Yeah, can't do that. So they're going to have to do something.
We welcome Fran Lively into the broadcast booth as the captains get ready to make their way to midfield. We'll take a timeout, come back, and tell you who won the coin toss, who's receiving, who's kicking off as our countdown to kickoff rolls on. Mangum and Carnegie from the Liberty Bowl. Classic Hits 97.7.
Around here, we say go Tigers. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We love our Mangum Tigers, so suit up in your best and brightest orange, and we will see you at the games. Cattlemen's Bank is Tiger proud.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Jamie's Auto is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger sports coverage. When you need a new-to-you reliable vehicle, always remember to visit Jamie's Auto Sales on Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Jamie makes it easy to buy a great used car with 5 lenders available, and your new-to-you vehicle comes with a 3-month 4,500 GWC power-trained warranty. Talk about peace of mind. Remember Jamie's Auto in Mangum for your next vehicle purchase. And go Tigers!
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Eric Rodriguez, you are so right. The end zones look absolutely amazing here at the Liberty Bowl. Dirt did a great job on it as our countdown to kickoff rolls on here. By the way, we had a chance to see Tommy Pride a moment ago. Tommy knew that I got a pregame kiss last night from Greg Tangney before the broadcast. Apparently, that thing has gone viral. Tommy looked at me and said, I'll pat you on the butt, but I'm not giving you a kiss.
Well, that's something.
We got a moment of silence here before the playing of our national anthem. And before we have the kickoff, we're going to go to that Mangum band that we appreciate so much as they bring us our Star Spangled Banner here this evening. And if that doesn't get your blood boiling, you might want to talk to the Undertaker. All right, got to say hi to Robin Jones. Good evening, Robin. Sherry Shepard Kendall checking in. The field is beautiful, Sherry says. Courtney Parker, as we mentioned, is watching tonight as well. And wherever you might be on the World Wide Web, on our Facebook page, oksports.tv. If you're over the air on Classic Hits 97.7, thank you so much for joining us. And you know, it rained almost all day. It rained on the way over here. It was raining about 30 minutes or so ago. And then when they got ready to begin the senior night activities, the rain stopped. And right now we are rain-free, although I don't think that is going to be something that lasts for a very long time. I want to say hi to my good friend Susan Davidson, who is also checking out the broadcast. Susan, Glad things are going well for you. We miss you at Child Welfare, but we know what a great teacher you've been there in the Altus school system. By the way, the forecast from the Weather Channel says rain all night long and through 11 o'clock tonight. Right now we're looking at 54 degrees. Our feel-like temperature is 54 degrees as well. And we pull up that radar, and Chad talked about it. It's a counterclockwise spinning circle of rain. I think they call it a cutoff low, and it actually the storms move up from the southeast back to the north and west, pulling up moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. So it's going to be with us for a while, Chad.
Yeah, you're right. We're watching the radar, too. It looks like maybe here in 20, 30 minutes, the crowd might get sparse, but hopefully folks brought some rain gear, but could get some rainfall, could be a factor in the game.
Had the opportunity to visit with, and by the way, hi to Fran Lively, who has joined us. We talked to William Dickey, get a little scouting report from him, and he was of the mindset that Mangum can throw and run the football. They should be able to have their way, but if they get into a situation where that rain is coming down, the football is slick, and they got to go simply to a straight running game, could be difficult. Carnegie is a big football team. They've got some power in that backfield, so it'll be interesting to watch that unfold throughout the course of the evening. It'll be Carnegie kicking off from the left end of your listening and or viewing device. They are in their road white uniforms with the red numerals, black helmets, red pants. And again, they'll be kicking left to right. Mangum in their home black pants with the gray tops and orange numerals and the white helmets. We love those. And there's not any wind here, by the way. The flag is absolutely still. It does not look like the scouting report says that this group from Carnegie will kick the ball deep. Chisholm Kuykendall set to kick it away. Will it be Kuykendall? No, it'll be the big fella, number 65 in your program. That's Bryce Jackson. Kick going to be fielded at the 35, out across the 40 to the 43 and 44-yard line. Goes Ashton Pride. So a good job by Mangum to get great field position to begin the ball game. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. And we are underway on this football Friday night, week number 9. It is just absolutely impossible to think that we're 9 weeks into the season. Hello and hi to Angie Williams-Young, who has joined us. Angie, always a pleasure to have you alongside, kiddo. She says, let's go Tigers indeed. 3 wide receivers split out here on the near side. Aiden Warner in the backfield in a pistol formation, joined by Nick Lavoie. Mangum set to go to work, and they want to go airborne right away. Warner, pump fake, now with all kinds of room on the right side, has got the 50, 45, and dragged out of bounds at about the 42-yard line of Carnegie. Great decision there by Aiden Warner. Had all kinds of room, had space out there as the receivers ran everybody deep, and he picked up a dozen on the play. It'll be 1st and 10. Shauna Cagg-Palmer says, let's go Tigers. Shauna, good to have you alongside. David Henry, let's go Tigers. So Mangum getting 12 on that first down carry, 1st and 10. Wide receivers split to each side. And Ashton Pride is in the wing position. Lavoie in the backfield. I'll hand it off to Nick left side, and he'll get dragged down behind the line of scrimmage. Good penetration that time by the Biggins up front for Carnegie. And they do have some size along that front line. Leading the way for the Wildcats that time was Javon Galindo. Galindo is a senior. Well, we don't have Superfan. I've not heard him yet, so Eric Rodriguez is going to be Superfan on the Facebook page. All right, put some lead in your purse and hit somebody. There you go. All right. 2nd down and a dozen. Warner throws it out here in the flat. Caught by Augustine. What a great catch by Nate. Climbed the ladder, made the catch, got thumped, but held on to the football. He'll be near a 1st down. And are they going to move the sticks? No, they'll say he's short by a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 1. Heston Harrison was there on the defensive coverage for the Wildcats, but, I mean, there was just no opportunity for Harrison to make a play on it. As Augustine used his body to shield the ball away. And now, I love it. One of the officials comes running up, Chad, and says, no, you didn't mark that ball correctly. He moved it up a yard. It's a 1st down. Wow.
I'll take another yard or 2.
Yeah. So back-to-back 1st downs in this possession. There's Superfan. I knew we would hear from him eventually. It'll be 1st and 10 now for the Tigers. And again, Warner wants to throw. Flush from the pocket, right side, throws on the run, into the end zone, pass up for grabs, and it is caught for a touchdown. Oh, my goodness. An over-the-shoulder touchdown catch. Oh, let me tell you about buddy Jackson Reisner on the catch. How about that? Boy, Reisner looked over his left shoulder, his right shoulder, and then looked back to the inside and made the catch for the score.
That might be the play of the season, Michael.
That is unbelievable. So Reisner with the touchdown catch at the 10:41 mark. The extra point, Biatonde did a nice job of double clutching, and he got it up and through the uprights as the snap was initially bobbled. So Mangum making quick work of their offensive drive here to begin the ball game. It took them 1 minute and 19 seconds to go 65 yards. They lead at 7-0. We're back after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Hello, this is Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner with the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum. We are friendly hometown folks and treat patients of all ages, newborns through adults, for wellness and sick visits, as well as management of chronic illnesses such as diabetes and high blood pressure. Call the clinic in Mangum at 580-782-3393 for an appointment today.
Jackson County Memorial Hospital.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find at 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, pipe passes, or real ID, Tom and Cynthia Clark are there for you, and they can help you at the Mangum Tag Agency at 580-782-3004, 782-3004.
Don't think that Sam Powers hasn't seen what the weather's going to do in about the next 20 minutes or so. He's going to strike and strike as quickly as he can, going over the top. The majority of that drive, I think they had 2 running plays, one to Lavoie, and then the other time it was on a quarterback keeper there by Aiden Warner. Brent Bogart, Mr. Principal, thanks for joining us. Good to have you alongside as well. So Mangum getting it done over the air with Aiden Warner. Beautiful pass to Warner and Jackson. Boy, I tell you what. Jackson Reisner adjusting to the football and making a tremendous catch. Nice throw by Warner on the run, too. He put it on the numbers. Biatonde's kick, high end-over-end kick that will come up short at about the 15-yard line, 20, 25. Out to the outside goes Harrison. He's got the 45, 50, and then bangs into a tackler at about the Mangum 44-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. Boy, Heston Harrison making hay down that far sideline. Want to welcome into the broadcast booth Hollis head coach Trent Shelby. Coach, we enjoyed watching your team last night in that 36-8 victory over Shattuck, beating the Indians, and Brody Shelby leading the way at the quarterback position. Good to see your family, the Hollis family. Hadn't seen a bunch of them in a long time. Saw a lot of Shattuck folks as well. So 1st and 10, Carnegie will go to work from the 45-yard line of Mangum after that great return, and they go with a full house backfield. And Coach Dickey told us they will try to run the football down your throat. It's a wing T look, or actually a wishbone look, and running hard. The fullback picks up about 3 yards on the carry, and that is a load right there. We'll be talking a lot about Lanham Mabry. We don't have heights and weights, but Mabry, he's got some rocks in his pockets. Took a pretty good stick after the 3-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 7. 2 minutes gone by here in the first quarter of play. Mangum on top by a score of 7-0, courtesy of a beautiful touchdown pass from Jackson, caught by Jackson Reisner off the arm of Aiden Warner. 2nd down and 6, and again they'll go to the ground as Carnegie, and to the 40-yard line will go the fullback. And again, that's Lanham Mabry. So Mabry actually takes it inside the 40 down to about the 39. That'll set up a 3rd down. We'll call it a short 5, long 4. And with 9:25 left in the first quarter play, you've got to believe that this is 4-down territory. Leanne Kaufman says, loves my number 80. Yeah, that kind of catch. Why not? Zara Zachary has joined us. Hello, kiddo. How are you? So 3rd down, we'll call it 4 for Carnegie. And again, get some movement along the line of scrimmage And it's going to be a false start on Carnegie. So instead of third down and manageable, now becomes a third down and about 9 for the Wildcats. So the first mental mistake of the night made by Carnegie. Chad, been a while since we've seen it in this video game world of offense. It's been a while since we've seen a wishbone look from a football team on the high school level.
That is right. We saw a stacked bunch look from Sayre. But running the bone is haven't seen that.
They'll break the bone this time and go with a wing look. A couple of wings on each side of the quarterback. Now that's in a man of motion. Ball going to be bobbled. It's on the ground. And I believe that was Heston Harrison who got on it. Harrison, they tried to hand it off to him, and the timing was messed up. Harrison put it on the turf and was able to recover it. And it'll be 4th down and 11 from about the 46-yard line of Mangum. And I would think Carnegie now will try to punt the football away. Let's see. Yep, Heston Harrison back in punt formation. Ashton Pride setting up shop on his own 16-yard line. Right now, the raindrops have held off, and now we're going to get a timeout taken by Carnegie. Head coach Lafe Cruzen says we need to talk this over. 8:07 left in the first. Mangum on top, 7-0. Classic Hits 97.7.
We yell loud and proud because we love the Mangum Tigers. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. On and off the field, we support the Tigers through and through because once you're a Tiger, you're always a Tiger. And Cattlemen's Bank is Tiger proud.
Great food made fresh with the best ingredients possible under the direction of Chef George is what you'll find at the newly remodeled J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum. Now, if you haven't tried the Mexican and American favorites at J&P Mexican Grill, what are you waiting for? They're open Tuesday through Saturday for lunch, dinner, featuring homemade desserts. For takeout, call 580-706-5042 and like them on Facebook. J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum.
Brandy Webb has joined us and sitting to watch Heston Harrison punt the football away. Ashton Pride back a couple of steps back to his own 17. Vanessa Hagee says, go number 32, Cooper Earls. Rugby-style kick. Now they want to throw the football, and the pass going to be caught at the 30-yard line for a first down. 25-20, and ridden out of bounds inside the 20-yard line will be Bryson Longhay. So you say, well, why do you call a timeout on 4th down and long with over 8 minutes left in the first quarter of play? Chad Fox, that's why.
Yep, and I think Coach thinking what you talked about. Maybe let's get this done before it gets sloppy and too wet to do that.
So we have not seen any pass plays out of the punt formation for any team this year until now. And executed well by the Wildcats. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the Mangum 17-yard line. 7:58 left in the first quarter of play, 7-0 ball game. And Carnegie, very deliberate with their offense, and they apparently going to try to shorten this ball game. Mangum, of course, scored 70 last week. Here's Harrison on the carry. He'll break tackles and be dragged down at about the 10-yard line. Heston Harrison running straight up. He took a couple of shots, but he shrugged them off and picked up positive yardage. Ashton Pride in on the stop for Mangum and got some help as well from Mason Parker. But again, a gain of 6, almost 7. It'll be 2nd down at about 3.5. 7:30 left in quarter number 1. Carnegie trying to answer that touchdown drive to begin the ball game by the Tigers. And again, no play clocks here, and so we talked to David Tucker, and he is the back judge, and he is the one that lets them know that when there's 10 seconds, when it gets to 5, he starts to count it down, counting it down now. Quick handoff, and boy, I tell you what, big collision at the line of scrimmage. My goodness, what a monstrous hit in there. Not sure who made that hit, but the collision was big time at the point of attack. Lanham Mabry on the carry, and he got a yard, but boy, he paid for it. So it'll be 3rd down and about 2 now for Carnegie. And again, the Wildcats ran the football at will against Hobart earlier this year. And then our scouting report tells us when they got in this position, they tried to throw it, and it cost them. See if they keep it on the ground. They will. Quarterback option, and turning the corner and getting near the first down will be quarterback Chisholm Kuykendall a host of Tiger tacklers there. About 6 or 7 in on the play, and they may have stopped him just short. Leading the way for Mangum on that tackle was Landon Hutton. So, nope, they gave him the first down, so it'll be 1st and goal now for the Wildcats. 6:23 left in this first quarter of play. Trent, it wasn't my choice to bring that rain last night. Trent Shelby, glad that we got the much-needed rain in southwest Oklahoma. I didn't mind the rain. It was standing on your press box over there, those lightning bolts that kept streaking across the sky that had me concerned. As I was standing next to Tangney. Halfway through quarter number 1. Carnegie, 1st and 10. They've got it just outside the 5. Going to keep the football on the ground. And again, it's the quarterback turning the corner, spins, tries to get into the end zone, knocked down at the 1-yard line. Chisholm Kuykendall, spinning him down there was Nathan Augustine. So it'll be 2nd down and goal from inside the 1. 5:30 and running here in this first quarter of play. This is tough for this defense. And when we talk about, and you don't play a lot of wishbone teams, and so preparing for them, part of the challenge here as well.
Sure. Yep. It is difficult and different. Not really difficult, just different to prepare for.
2nd down, and quarterback keeper right up the middle, and Kuykendall into the end zone from a half-yard away. And with 5:10 left in quarter number 1, Carnegie has answered. It's a 7-6 ball game, and we got to believe they're going to go for 2. And again, I'm trying to remember another team besides Mangum that has kicked an extra point this year.
I don't think we've seen one.
No.
Mangum's got a great kicker, so he's had the opportunity and done very well.
So they spread the field, does Carnegie. We saw the swinging gate a couple of weeks ago. And the quarterback keeper right up the middle. And a great job that time of knifing in and hitting Heston Harrison before he could get wound up to get the 2-point conversion. The Mangum defense holds. Cooper Earls getting the stop there. So with 5:10 left in the first quarter play, 7-6. Mangum by 1. We're back to the Liberty Bowl. After this, we're Classic Hits 97.7.
First National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Mangum Tiger Athletics. At First National Bank, supporting our schools and athletic programs is our top priority. We appreciate and support our community through and through. At First National Bank, you can hear us roar. Go Tigers! We wish you a season of great success. First National Bank and Trust Company, your bank for life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Anna with Dapper 14 Boutique at 209 North Oklahoma in Mangum. We are so excited about the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. We feature clothing and accessories in all sizes for all ages, and our store is well stocked for a great shopping experience. Come see us, visit us on Facebook, or shop the website at dapyr14.com, and go Tigers.
Well, a pitch and catch on a 4th down fake punt situation kept the drive alive for Carnegie. Put the football on the ground. They stuck it into the end zone. 2-point conversion, no good. So Mangum holds on to the lead by a score of 7-6. Eric Rodriguez says we ran that 06-07 back in the days of box and deuce. Ran the wishbone. So there you go. Been a while. I think there were some Oklahoma teams that ran the wishbone quite successfully over the years as well. But in this day of video game type offenses, it is a rarity indeed. So Carnegie set to kick the football away again. A little squibber along the line and falling on the football at about the 41-yard line of Mangum will be one of the upbacks for the Tigers. And let's see who got off the bottom of the pile. That may have been James Martin. Again, a little bit difficult to see the numbers this evening. And nope, it was not Martin instead. That was Avery Rogers doing a good job of going and getting the football in space. So, again, Mangum, great field position. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line. 5:06 left in quarter number 1. They lead by 1, 7-6. And again, for now, the rain is holding off. So let's see if Coach Powers decides to continue to go over the top and get points while it's still dry. They'll change the play now and shift Pride into the wing formation. Lavoie in the backfield in the pistol. Now coming in motion, Reisner. Hand it off to Lavoie, going to go back the other way. And no, keeping the football on the inside handoff is Ashton Pride. Great sleight of hand that time between Pride and his quarterback, Aiden Warner, and they were tackling out on the edge. Lavoie And the quarterback, Warner, meantime, right up the middle, Pride picks up 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6. 4:45 left in this first quarter of play. Emma Smith has joined us. Hello, Emma. She says, let's go, Mangum Tigers. So 2nd down, maybe closer to 5 instead of 6. Lavoie on the carry. Right side gets a block, has the 50. Still on his feet at the 45. And then going to be spun out of bounds at about the 44-yard line of Carnegie. Hard running over in that right side there by Nick Lavoie. Got a seam and took advantage of it. Mangum will pick up the first down. Great job of blocking by the Big Uglies over there on the right side. Good job, young men. So Mangum continues to march down the field. Really, Carnegie has not slowed them down. 4:20 left in the first quarter. 7-6. And here come the umbrellas and the slickers. And here comes the rain. Rolling here on the near side, Warner. Aiden throwing across his body. Boy, had a man wide open, but tough to get your footing and tough to get a grip on that football in these wet conditions. He had Reisner open here on the near side, overthrew Jackson. It is incomplete, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. Stops the clock with 4:15 left in quarter number 1. Jackson sporting a towel, try to keep those hands dry. Of course, the players now, the position players, all wearing those gloves. And last week I shook a couple of kids' hands, and it's like my hand stuck. I said, "Could I have that back now?" And those gloves are high-tech indeed. Lavoie on the right side again, breaking a couple of tackles. And Nick will take it inside the 40 and all the way down to the 36-yard line. Nick Lavoie picking up positive yardage. That'll bring up a third down. Third down at about 3.5 or 4. Lavoie, a patient runner. We like that. He finds it, and then he pins his ears back and heads to the point of attack. Good work on that right side of the line by Mangum to give Lavoie running room on a couple of occasions during this drive. So 3rd down, short 4, and Mangum just got the first down on an encroachment by Carnegie. Great job by Aiden Warner to alter the cadence. Got the 5 free yards and an easy first down at the 3:37 mark of quarter number 1. Right now the rain is light, not really affecting anything. High snap. Lavoie gets the handoff, and he'll get dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Coming in to make the play for Carnegie is Mickey Anglin. And Mickey, he's got enough rocks in his pockets. He's not a chip off the old block. He's the whole wood pile. I mean, he comes with some thunder. So a loss of 3 on the play brings it back to the 35-yard line. It'll be 2nd down now at about 13. 3 minutes left here in quarter number 1. Mangum on top. High score of 7-6. Pistol formation. Now they'll send Cooper Earls in motion, left side, right side. Warner wants to throw. Has time. Slip screen to Pride. Ashton weaves his way through traffic. Gets it inside the 30 down to about the 29-yard line. And that'll set up a 3rd down and manageable here now for the Tigers. That one went to the house last week against Cordell. Better defended that time by Carnegie. Linebacker stayed at home. And Ashton picked up positive yardage, but nothing like that cross-country jaunt he went on last week. Martinez split out here on the near side. Not featured Braylon so far. He's got a cushion. See if Warner looks his way. 3rd down and about 7. Reisner going to go in motion. They'll hand the ball off to Lavoie. Nope, keeping it across the middle. Augustine wide open, and Nathan will run into the end zone for the touchdown. Great misdirection on the pitch and catch from 29 from Aiden Warner to Nathan Augustine. And again, they just simply ran everybody off. Augustine through the middle of the field. Nobody picked him up. Perfect pass by Warner. And the touchdown. 2:01 left in quarter number 1. And the lead has grown to 13-6. Extra point on the way by Biatunde. Kick is on its way. It is up. And it is good. So with 2:01 left in quarter number 1. Mangum on top. 14-6. Tigers over the Wildcats from the Liberty Bowl. Classic Hits 97.7.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brenda at 580-782-2452 for more information.
Mangum on top, 14-6, 2:01 left in quarter number one. Paula Lively says, go Tigers, march down the field. They did. Eric Rodriguez liking that drive. Jordan Hare, great job, boys. And Sherry Shepard Kendall and Alexis Brooke Allen giving their thumbs up to that as well. Shane Hagee asking, Astros pitching going to stay hot? He's got the Phillies in 6. Shane, I will tell you, I like both teams. If I'm partial to one team, it'd have to be Houston, simply because I like Dusty Baker. I think he is a great coach. Kickoff here, fielded at the 10 by Harrison. Heston across the 30, 35, and knocked down at about this 37, 38-yard line by a Mangum tackler along the far side. And that's a great open field tackle there. Otherwise, Harrison may have gone the distance. And let's see who was in on that stop. But again, trying to check those numbers, and not always easy. It's Jackson Reisner who made the stop. I said Harrison stepped out at the 39. But anyhow, I like Dusty Baker and Jose Altuve and the Astros. Of course, Philadelphia is a great story. I mean, they fired their coach midseason and then got hot at the right time, and they got some star power on that club as well, led by Bryce Harper, and I think Kyle Schwarber is a guy that he's a everyman's kind of guy. Find him in a softball beer league after he retires from the major leagues. Harrison on the carry on the left side. Heston will grind out about 4, second down and 6. Just to put a bow on that World Series thing, why in the world did they wait all week long to start the World Series? They could have played Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and I know why they did, because of television.
Yeah, that's it, money. But yeah, that's to play in November.
Yeah. I mean, if it goes 7, I think the last game is November 5th. Did I see that correctly?
Yeah.
All right, so Carnegie goes to work now, second down and 6. Minute 15 left in quarter number one. Mangum leading 14-6. Wildcats on the ground, and the fullback will blast his way across the 45 out to about the 46-yard line. Mason Hoppengardner in on the stop for Mangum. And also getting off the pile there for the Tigers, Jake Green. By the way, Mason's mother, Jessica, earlier today posting on Facebook a great video where she donned a helmet, and they had some pads set up in the gymnasium, and mom's got a chance to tackle their sons. I saw her down there senior night activity. She's walking with a little hitch in her giddy up. I don't know that she should have put that kind of hit on him. Now we're going to get encroachment called against Mangum. We talked earlier about Aiden Warner doing a good job of alternating the snap count. And kudos as well to his counterpart from Carnegie, Chisholm Kuykendall. He did the same thing at 5 free yards there.
Can see the drops, can't you?
Yeah, it was kind of funny. I mean, almost in unison, the umbrellas started popping up and the ponchos started being put on. So first down for Carnegie. They've got it inside Mangum territory. And again, they'll go to the fullback. And boy, the big bruising fullback will take it down to the 40-yard line, give him 8 on the carry. That'll bring up a second down and 2 on what will be the final play of quarter number one. So 12 minutes in the books. Tigers on top, 14-6. Period number 2 on the way when you and I return to the Liberty Bowl on Classic Hits 97.7.
Fresh floral arrangements created here in Mangum are the hallmark of owner Darla Hately at Flowers Unlimited. Remember that fresh flowers are a very personal and special gift that is so cherished when delivered for birthdays and anniversaries. She might say, you shouldn't have, but she'll be delighted. Flowers Unlimited. Call local at 580-782-2122. That's 782-2122. Flowers Unlimited in Mangum.
Wichita Insurance and American Farmers and Ranchers proudly serve cities and towns throughout rural Oklahoma. We're your neighbors and part of the communities. We're proud of our schools, youth, and communities, and that's why we're investing in rural Oklahoma. Wichita Insurance and AFR want to be your agent and insurance company. So call 580-301-6352 today and let us help you protect your farm and ranch operations, autos, and home. Shane Hagee, I'm with you. Anybody but the Yankees. Yankees, of course, not in the World Series picture. You know, and there's talk that they're not going to keep Aaron Judge, that he may end up in San Francisco. It'll be interesting to see how that all unfolds. And you're right. The question to everybody's answer is money. There's no doubt about that. All right, second quarter about to get underway here. And the rain, as we had seen on radar, would move in about 25 minutes after kickoff, and it's here. And Chad, I think we see this probably for the rest of the night.
Yeah, I think so. We need water so bad. If it just does this,
yeah,
I think everybody be just fine.
I
but,
don't think anybody has a problem with it. You're
now,
right.
What you had last night might be a little something different.
Well, if I'm inside, I don't care. Second down and 3. Carnegie going to keep it. Kuykendall turns the corner and picks up the first down. A little jet sweep by himself. And I said he picked up they're going to move the stick. So first down picked up there, making the stop for Mangum. Here on the near side was Mason Parker. Parker got help from Nick Lavoie as well. But a first down picked up by Carnegie, so they'll move the sticks to the 37-yard line of Mangum. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. And again, their pass play coming on a fake punt. The punter threw the pass. Of course, he's a pretty good athlete. You talk about Heston Harrison. This is just a road grader type offense that you've got right now, as Harrison will get the handoff on the right side. Heston inside the 35 down to about the 34-yard line. He's met by a couple of tacklers there, led by Nate Augustine. He's got a touchdown catch on the offensive side of the football. And Cooper Earls was there as well. But a gain of 4, second down and 6. It's not 3 yards in a cloud of dust, but about 3 or 4 yards in a handful of grass. And, you know, obviously the football gets slick, but the field itself, I don't think you have as many problems because the grass is kept so short.
Yep. And we've been so dry.
Yeah. Well, then there's that. Wide receiver split out here on the near side. They're going to run the option, the fullback, breaking tackles down to about the 30-yard line. Hard running that time by Caden O'Keefe. He'll pick up positive yardage and set up a second down and 2 for Carnegie.
Third down.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, third down. And you said that, and I was looking right at it. Some days are like that.
I have them every day.
I was with my supervisor this morning. We had a 3-hour meeting about my caseload, and there were all kinds of numbers that I had missed. Ball dropped, picked back up by the quarterback, and he will hand it on very quickly to Lanham Mabry. And Mabry may have picked up the first down, though they said he was short by about a half yard. Bless me.
Bless you.
So a good job there by Kuykendall to pick up the football. He came right back to him. He handed it off to the fullback. So a big play defensively here for Mangum. See if they can't get the football back, because they have been unstoppable so far on the offensive side. Clock running, 9:25 left in the half. Mangum leading 14-6. Again, Kuykendall going to use all that 25-second play clock. He'll go on the quarterback sneak, get pushed by his fullback, and he'll pick up the first down to the 25-yard line. You know, the thing that makes it so tough on that wishbone is you don't know who to key on. I mean, they got so many different options.
Yeah, you mentioned the size up front, so they've got some big boys on the line, and they've got 4 options to run the ball: quarterback and the 3 running backs and the wishbone. And so if you don't take care of your responsibility, it's Katie bar the door.
Want to say hi to Brent Peeler, who has joined us tonight. Brent, good to have you alongside, partner. So 1st and 10, just inside the 25, going to get movement. Mangum moved first, but it's going to be an illegal procedure against a false start against the Wildcats. Mangum was off the line enough that they could make that movement, not get into the neutral zone, and it caused the Wildcats to flinch. So a break there for the Tigers. And puts the Wildcats behind the chains. 1st and 15 now. 8:50 and running in the first half of play. And Ian, you can see that the Wildcats are going to shorten this ball game as much as they can.
Yep.
Kuykendall looking right at the back judge, waiting to begin that count. Now we'll get another flag. And what's this one going to be?
1st and 20.
Yep, false start. Move it back 5 more yards. The Wildcats may be outthinking themselves a little bit here. You know, you get into a little bit of rhythm, you start running that football, and then you get up there and you stop. And I understand, you're talking about a team that puts points on the board in a hurry. We've seen that here tonight with 2 touchdown drives, but got to give your offense a chance as well. So as Chad said, 1st down and 20, and you can see it. Carnegie walking to the line, and it's not because of a lack of hustle. I mean, they are running clock. So David Tucker, the back judge, raises his hand at 10. Now Kuykendall wants to throw, does. Out in the flat. Boy, he had Heston Harrison wide open. And the pass was short, incomplete, and that'll set up a 2nd down and 20.
That's not what they do.
No. Clint Lively, you're welcome, and thank you for the way too kind words. We appreciate it. This is, I mentioned that day job, and let me tell you, it can be grueling at times. And one of my counterparts, who is from Mangum, Alexandra Young, asked me today, she says, do you like doing that play-by-play stuff? I said, kiddo, you have no idea. I live for it.
Need some decompression.
Oh, my goodness,
after the day.
Haley Gale Panetta has joined us. Haley, good to have you alongside. Hope things are well for you down there in Frederick. 2nd down and 20. Here's that band we were looking for. Heston Harrison on the sweep, right side. Good job of closing it down on the corner very quickly. That time the Mangum defense, Nathan Augustine there on the stop. And maybe a gain of 2 on the play. They'll bring up 3rd down and long for Carnegie. We have slid inside of 8 minutes. 7:55 and running. Mangum on top, 14-6. I wonder if it's hard to play an instrument while it's raining.
I don't know. Horns use a lot of spit, so.
Very good. Very good. Lori Lyle Bagley says, go Ashton Pride. Ashton has gotten it done on the offensive side tonight for sure, Lori. 14-6, Mangum on top. Toss sweep right side to Harrison, and Heston, little pitter-patter, gets to the 30, maybe the 29. Penalty flag will fly. That is from the white hat, and I got to believe this is going to be a push in the back. Let's see what Brad Wink tells us here. Holding. Yeah, you can bet your bottom dollar that when the white hat throws it from that position, it's either a push in the back or a hold, and this time it's the hold. So Carnegie was in the middle of a good drive. This is their 3rd penalty since picking up a 1st down. They had it 1st and 10. A couple of false starts made it 1st and 20, and now we're going to get a hold. And if you're Sam Powers, do you take this?
I don't think he is.
No. Going to decline it. And it'll set up a 4th down and about 13, maybe 14, closer to 14 now for the Wildcats. And you talked about it during the sequence. They tried to throw the football a moment ago, and it did not work well for them at all. Cecilia Panetta, I know that Alexandra is your young and beautiful granddaughter, and she's a good one for us, too, down there at DHS and Child Welfare. We appreciate her. So a toss sweep on the near side, and then I didn't get back to what was the original line of scrimmage. And so Carnegie will turn it over on downs. Great pursuit on the defensive side of the football there by the Tigers. And coming off here on the near side, leading the way on that charge was Landon Hutton. A bunch of other guys there as well. Oh, Well, I should have known that, Cecilia. You're right. Haley is too. Yeah, I should have known that. All right. So with 7:02 left here in this first half of play, Mangum will get it for the third time tonight. They've got Pride split out here on the near side. Augustine is in the slot. 2 wide receivers up top. Lavoie in the backfield in the pistol. Warner, let's see if he goes to the air this time. Long snap count. They'll change the play now at the 7:02 mark. Warner gets set. And he does want to throw. Has time. Looks. Near side. Going to go up top. Augustine in traffic. And he can't hold on to the football. Nathan thought he should have had that. That was pretty good coverage there. Bracket coverage turned in by Carnegie's Wildcats. Heston Harrison and Chisholm Kuykendall. I mean, he catches everything except the common cold. But Augustine that time, that's a tough ask right there. Second down and 10, 6:55 left of the first half of play. Going to get an update from Chad on how things are going over there at Walters and the Hobart Broadcasting crew.
Oh, yeah.
You got everything spread here. Warner again wants to throw. Quick pass in the flat. Caught. Rodriguez breaks a tackle, 40, and out to the 45-yard line. Great catch by Braylon, and a better job after the run, picking up the first down. They move the sticks with 6:49 left in the half. Mangum 1st and 10 from their own 45. And again, Sam Powers going airborne. Almost exclusively. And this is exactly what Coach Dickey said. He said, we can throw the football. Look out. It's working out so far. 3 wide receivers here on the near side. Lavoie in the backfield. First down and 10. Now Nick in motion. Empty backfield for Aiden. Warner wants to run. Does. He'll pick up about 3 and then get wrestled to the ground. Mickey Anglin in on the stop. Give 2 to Warner. It'll be second down and 8. Cassie Anderson has joined us. Hello, Cassie.
Walters 26, Hobart 0, second quarter in the mud.
The mud, the muck, the blood. Yeah.
All that.
Get the idea. So second down and 8. Again, they will put everybody here on the near side. That's the strong side. Lavoie in the backfield. See if they put him in motion again. They do. Second down and 8, empty. Going to flip it out here to Nick. He'll make the catch. Has the 45. Nearly gets his head taken off. Breaks a tackle. Goes out to about the 47, maybe the 48. There is a penalty flag there as well. Maybe an illegal formation on Mangum. Making the stop is Lanham Mabry for the Wildcats. 5:37 left, and they wave the flag off. May have been a case where there was a discussion. There may have been some offensive linemen downfield on that play. Mm-hmm. And it may have been a case of making sure that that pass was behind the line of scrimmage, which it was, and that's probably why Brad waved that one off. Carlos Martinez Peralta, let's go Tigers. Number 4, Ian Martinez. Angie Williams-Young says, nice, indeed. So third down now and 7. Reisner in motion. He made a great catch for a touchdown early in the ball game. Aiden slip screen to Pride, and Ashton trying to make tackles, getting shoved from behind by one of his big offensive linemen. We love that. Love the effort there as Jake Green was trying to usher Ashton Pride downfield. Spacing that time was not good, and then Coach Powers not happy about that. They had that play set up, but the spacing wasn't good that time between the blockers and the receiver. So that'll set up a 4th down and about 4. Ball sets just across the 50-yard line. The line to make just outside the 45. See if they go with a long snap count here. Wide receiver split to the far side. Pride down below us. And a timeout going to be taken by Mangum. 4:27 left in the half. They lead 14-6, facing 4th and 4 when you come back to the Liberty Bowl with us on Classic Hits 97.7.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go together when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2555 at 2 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Well, hello and hi to Caitlin Huckabee, who says, "Go Tigers." Caitlin, hope all is well in your world. Mangum facing a 4th down and about 4, just a shade more than 4. Sam Powers taking the first of his 3 timeouts here to discuss it. Remember, Carnegie faced a similar situation, similar part of the field, and they went fake punt and threw it for a 1st down. Mangum not even going to fake the punt. They're going to go for it. Warner, pistol formation, Lavoie in the backfield with him. Here comes Reisner in motion. Aiden wants to throw, has all kinds of time. Rolls now across his body. Now going to flip the script, come to the near side. Got all kinds of room, all kinds of time. Throws on the run, passes up for grabs, and incomplete. Reisner tried to come up with a football, couldn't get it done on the circus catch that time. And some good defense turned in by Eddie Mandrell, one of the Mandrell sisters. And the pass is incomplete, and getting it back now will be Carnegie. That used to be a TV show, right? The Mandrell sisters? I thought it was.
Good stuff.
Yeah. I remember Barbara, but I don't remember the other 2 sisters. You know, if you press me on it, I wouldn't be able to answer that one correctly. I'm sorry. So Carnegie will get it back. They stop Mangum for the first time defensively here tonight. And the Wildcats will get it in great field position just on their side of the 50-yard line. 1st and 10. Light rain continuing to fall, although it seems to have abated somewhat. All on the ground. Kuykendall picks it up. He'll lose it a 2nd time, and Mangum will get it. Great job by the Tigers catching the loose football. Was it Jake Green? Jake was in the middle of it. No. I believe that's Ashton Pride, and it will be. So Green and Pride were both there, and Ashton came up with a loose football. Quarterback Kuykendall that time lost it once, and then it looked like he tried to pitch it a 2nd time and was unsuccessful. So Mangum will get it right back, and on the exchange of possessions, they'll get it 2 yards closer to the end zone. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 47 now of Carnegie. Wing look here. They want to throw the football again. Warner with time. Lobs this one for Pride. Ashton with a catch. Avoids a tackler. 10, 5. He gone. Touchdown. Ashton Pride. Oh, what a great adjustment by Pride because the defensive back wanted to blow him up. When he made the catch, Ashton the catch, the little dance, the little whoop, and a little see ya. I'm headed to the end zone for the score. 47 yards away. 4 minutes left in the first half of play. Mangum has extended the lead now to 20-6 over Carnegie. Love the move by Ashton Pride. Extra point is on its way, and Beatande Pasquale kicks it up and good. So with 4 minutes left in the first half of play, Mangum 21, Carnegie 6, and we're back at the Liberty Bowl after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients, and this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office, locations in Altus and Mangum.
Let me say this about that. Ashton had to have gotten those dance moves from his mother, Debbie, because back in the day when Dad Tommy was playing football and playing running back, fullback, linebacker for the Altus Bulldogs, he didn't have any dance moves. There was no pitter-patter at his feet. He just simply ran right through you. Love that move by. I mean, and you know, the tough part of it is, I mean, you're concentrating on catching the football. You think you're going to get lit up like a Christmas tree, and then you make a little whoop, and you're out of the way. You're like, okay, watch this. Tana Tanner has joined us. She says, awesome. David Henry liked that pass and catch as the kick is short and fielded by Carnegie at the 50-yard, at the 45-yard line.
A little bit of trickery.
Yeah.
They kind of bunched up and scooted it across the ground there, but Carnegie recovered.
You're looking for the ball to take a funky bounce, and it just didn't. As you said, it just kind of scooted across the ground. Amanda Johnson has joined us. Hello, Amanda. So Carnegie will get a good field position now. 3:57 left in the first half of play. They trailed 21-6, and they have shown the ability to move the football. Defense has stiffened a couple of times for Mangum, and they got a turnover a moment ago, which resulted in the third touchdown of the night for Mangum. Going to throw the football here. Kuykendall slips as he lets go of the football. That's an incomplete pass, and that is the first time we have seen really the weather play a factor in what occurred out on the field.
Lucky that slipped out of his hands. That would have been a big – no, they're going to say it was down.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow. And that is a big wow. The officials are talking about it, and apparently Kuykendall's knee had hit the ground before he let go of the football. So it was not an incomplete pass. He's just simply down by contact all the way back inside the 40 at about the 37. Kuykendall going to run it now to Harrison, and Harrison will make the 40 and no more. And again, coming in to make the play, and he's been in on a bunch of them, Landon Hutton. So that'll bring up a third down and long now. The line to make for a first down, the 45-yard line of Mangum. Line of scrimmage is the 40 of Carnegie. So Mangum, a golden opportunity to hold here, get the football back, and an opportunity to score one more time. They've got 2 timeouts remaining, and we have seen them score and score quickly here tonight.
Yeah, back-to-back positions for Carnegie where they have gone the opposite direction.
And again, I understand why they're slowing things down and trying to shorten the game, but I wonder how much that is playing into them trying to get into some kind of rhythm.
Right.
Third down and long. And again, they want to throw the football. Pass caught in traffic, and a first down going to be collected all the way down to the 40-yard line. Oh, what a catch there by Bryson Longhad. Longhad passed a little bit behind him, but he went and got it, and then outran everybody to the yardsticks and picked up 5 more yards inside the 40 down to the 39. How about that? So again, Chisholm Kuykendall not really comfortable throwing the football, but comfortable enough that his club picked up a first down and kept the ball out of the hands of Mangum. Remember, Carnegie will get the ball to begin the third period. So first and 10 at the 39-yard line of Mangum. Deep handoff here. It'll go to the tailback, and picking up about 4 on the play will be Lana Mabry. Nate Augustine in on this time. Also, looks like James Martin in on the tackle as well for Mangum. Second down and 6, 2 minutes left here in the first half of play. And you would think that Carnegie might play with a little bit more veracity at this point. Clock running down. Now go to Harrison, who tries to turn the corner, has the 30, 25, and ran out of bounds at about the 21-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. He stops the clock with 1:50 left to the first half of play. Wildcats have 2 timeouts remaining. So a good job that time by Heston Harrison to get to the edge and pick up the first down. And again, with that wishbone look, they just come at you from so many different directions. You've got to play your keys, and you have got to be disciplined on the defensive side of the football. Kuykendall, again, goes to Heston Harrison, who weaves his way through traffic, and he'll pick up 5 down to the 15-yard line. Second down and 5, 1:42 left in the half, and the Wildcats will exercise their second time out of the first half of play. We say hello to Pam Simmons as we go to break. 1:41 left in the half. Mangum on top, 21-6, and we're Classic Hits 97.7.
Friends, it's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Maddie Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
We are a community of ongoing legacy and tradition. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are so proud of the continued success of the Mangum Tigers on and off the field. Good luck on another exciting sports season, Tigers. Cattlemen's Bank is behind you all the way.
1:41 left in the half, 21-6. Carnegie's used their second timeout of the first half of play. Sam Powers had to be telling his defense, look, last time they called a timeout, they had a fake punt and gained about 25 yards on it. It's got to be ready for everything. This late in the season, if you're Carnegie, you're not going to hold anything in the bag. You're going to show your whole playbook here, especially with playoff ramifications on the line. So second down and about 4. Keep it on the ground on the right side, slashing his way inside the 10 down to the 9-yard line. It'll be the big bruising tailback. That'll be a first down, first and goal now for Carnegie. And on the carry for the Wildcats was Mabry. And again, he's 7-8 yards downfield before anybody gets him. Dave McCook joining us from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Dave, put your toes in the sand for me, will you? Minute 20 left here in the half. And Kuykendall going to be sacked behind the line of scrimmage. Great penetration over there on the right side as Cooper Earls knifing in to make the play behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll force Carnegie to take their final timeout of the half. Minute 14 left in the first half of play. Mangum on top, 21-6. It'll be 2nd and 11 for the Wildcats when we're back after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
Got to believe Sam Powers telling his club to watch for Heston Harrison, number 1 on your screen. Harrison has had some success to the outside, especially in this drive. And so I'm going to find somebody to put a hat on number 1 as soon as the ball is snapped. They will split, and they being Carnegie, will split out to the far side. Bryson Longhead, who's got a great catch during this drive. 2nd and goal from the 11. They're looking Longhat's way. Throw, pass, caught. Was he inbounds when he made the catch? And apparently he was. Longhat sliding catch at about the 2-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal from there. 1:01 left in this first half of play. And they said he was down at the 3. So 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. Oh, and he did not get out of bounds. They wind the clock now. 45 seconds left. And running. So time for 2 plays for the Wildcats. They'll snap it quickly. Kuykendall going to keep it himself. He'll get down to the 1, and that'll bring up a 4th down and goal. Wildcats unpacking in a hurry, sprinting to the line of scrimmage. 25 seconds left. They'll spike the football, and it was 4th down. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Feel badly for the quarterback there. But they spiked the football on 4th down. So Kuykendall, and again, Chad, I just go back to you slow things down the entire game, you try to shorten it, and then at the end of the half, you're in a hurry trying to get to the line of scrimmage. You don't have any timeouts, and you lose track of where you are.
Changing gears too many times and Mangum calls a timeout. But, yeah, my goodness, Coach said hurry up and get up there. I don't know if he called a play or if the quarterback thought that he meant to spike it or wanted him to spike it. But either way, it's Mangum football.
Well, and, you know, you got to believe it. It's scramble time. I mean, you know, you're fourth and goal from the 1-yard line, and you're hurrying to the line of scrimmage for two reasons. Obviously, you're trying to beat the clock, and then second of all, you're trying to catch Mangum off guard on their heels to where you push the football into the end zone.
And Carnegie got in formation, got set and everything. It was well done by them to hustle back, but again, to grab the football and spike it on fourth down, that gives the ball over.
And again, they had plenty of time. I mean, there's 24 seconds left. You've got one play left in the half. You've got more than enough time to run it there. Wow.
That's big. Drive-ins at the 3-yard line.
And again, Carnegie gets the football to begin the third quarter. So that's huge. Mangum took a timeout there, and I think Sam Powers wanted his club to make sure that they, first of all, get out of the end zone, and second of all, care for the football like it's a little baby. Warner in the end zone from the shotgun. Heck no, he's going to throw it across the middle. Caught by Lavoie. 25, makes a move. Still on his feet. Dances out to the 28 and 29-yard line. It'll be first down. The clock will stop momentarily while they move the chains. And now Mangum says we'll go ahead and take our final timeout of the half. How about that? The gunslinger that he is. We love it, Sam Powers.
Take care of the football just out of the end zone and throw it for 20, 25.
And that's not a play that we've seen this year. Lavoie coming out of the backfield from that pistol formation. He's wide open in the middle of the field. Wow. So you're out of timeouts. You've got the football at about the 29-yard line. You're leading 21-6. What are you going to do now? Because we guessed wrong on the last one.
Yeah, 15 seconds. That's going to be very difficult. If you had another timeout, you could throw a bomb and maybe get a field goal attempt off. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We talk about going deep into the playbook. It's week number 9. Do you show your hand here? Do you find some razzle and dazzle?
I don't know. Coach Powers will surprise us probably. I'll say something. He'll say, "No, sir, Mr. Chad. We're going to."
Not so fast, my friend.
Exactly.
Well, they'll split out a wide receiver here on the near side. That's Reisner. Martinez is up top. Cooper Earls is at a wing position. Lavoie in the backfield. Warner does want to throw. Has time. Going upstairs. Fly pattern. Martinez. And just out of his grasp. And that was actually Ashton Pride running down the field.
Do it again.
Yeah, and Pride had beat his man.
That was a great throw, too. I mean, he let him just a little bit too much. But
tick too far, yeah.
It was not underthrown to be picked off and returned. So,
well, it took 5 seconds. I mean, you know, based on that, you've still got 2 plays left in the half. Man, I tell you what, Ashton had beat the defender. And as you said, Aiden led him just a bit too much. Boy, if he catches that in stride, see ya. So here we go. Second down and, well, we'll call it second down and 72. 10 seconds left in the first half of play. Mangum trying to add to their 21-6 lead. Warner looking here on the near side, throws to Pride. They were going to go hook and ladder, but Augustine was out in front of him. Ball out to the 41-yard line. They will stop the clock momentarily, but will not have time to get a play off, and I think that'll be the final play. Well, they're going to try to get him to set. Let's see if they do. They hustle to the line of scrimmage, and they'll start the clock, and they don't get the play off. So they had the opportunity, but they couldn't get the play off, and the half will come to a close with Mangum on top, 21-6. 21-6, Mangum on top. We're at the intermission. We're at the Liberty Bowl on a rainy Friday night. It's senior night with Classic Hits 97.7.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Every Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Around here, we say go Tigers. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We love our Mangum Tigers, so suit up in your best and brightest orange, and we will see you at the games. Cattlemen's Bank is Tiger proud.
Back at the Liberty Bowl, it's a 21-6 ball game. Mangum in front of Carnegie on this football Friday night, week number 9. And we'll talk more about football in a moment. But first, let's visit with Nathan Pennypacker. He is the head basketball coach here at Mangum. And Coach Pennypacker, first of all, hard to believe that we're week number 9 of the high school football season.
Yeah, it goes fast, doesn't it?
And even harder to believe that beginning on Tuesday, non-football playing high schools will be playing basketball. Wow.
Basketball season's here, man. Each year it feels like it just gets shorter and shorter. Our football team's doing a really good job, and they're fun to watch, but you blink, and it's going to be basketball season, then it'll be baseball after that.
Yeah, and it's just kind of the way it goes. By the way, we are going to enjoy our conversation with Coach Pennypacker, but we also want you to make sure that you check out the band tonight. As we heard last week, going to be a special performance. Kids out there in costume. That's fun stuff.
Yeah.
What is it?
They've been working hard. I've seen a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Andrews does a good job, and the kids are really excited for tonight. So, yeah, tune in. It'll be fun to watch.
We had him on at halftime last week. It was great. He says, I'm really nervous about this. 20 minutes later, we were still talking. I said, well, listen, the second half's about to begin, and you got to go play the band. So,
No, he's a good guy. But, yeah, he works hard at what he does, man. It's good to see everybody doing their job and having success with it.
Todd Timms has joined us from the Oklahoma City, the Norman area. Todd, good to have you alongside on this Friday night. And we've got a lead of 21-6 for Mangum at the half. Yep. So one of the things that we talked to band director Andrews last week was about whether they would be able to come and perform in a couple of basketball games. They are. I love it. I hate wintertime. The only thing that makes winter bearable is being at the basketball gym, watching great high school basketball, and having the band playing in the background.
No, it's just part of it. Yeah. It's another variable that a lot of schools don't have that for whatever reason, and we welcome him anytime he wants. I know the kids enjoy it. Our players enjoy it. So, yeah, anytime they're willing to come, we're willing to have them.
So let's talk a little bit about your basketball team. Yep. You had the opportunity to start practicing. When was it middle of October when you could start practicing?
Yeah, officially October 1st is that day where you can stay as long as you want. And I've got about 10 kids in off season right now, and they're showing up every day and they're buying into process oriented instead of goal oriented. And every single day they come in and they do their jobs, and we just try to get a little bit better each day.
Talk to me a little bit about that process oriented, because I know that's one thing, and I don't know if you're getting that from Nick Saban, but I know that is something that Saban believes in.
Yeah, there's a few coaches that believe in that. A lot of them do, and it's something you mentally have to be tough to focus on the smallest of detail every single day, and that can become so monotonous when you hear the sound. Hey, make sure we're jump stopping, make sure we're being fundamental. Especially in today's world, we like that NBA where we're doing all kinds of moves and fading away, and that's just not something we can do here at Mangum. And in the past 3 years, we haven't, and we've had some success. And so that's kind of the same thing, man. Those kids that left set a standard of what Mangum basketball is about, and now it's the younger kids' turn, and I think they're doing a good job of that, of once again buying into every day is it's time to go to work, clock in, and then we'll clock out when it's over, and show back up tomorrow and do the same exact thing.
Mentioned you got 10 kids in the gym. You got some young men that are playing football. Whenever that season ends, they will join. So how many will you have on the roster, you think, this year?
It's too hard to tell. I mean, we can only have 15 in uniform, but I look for us to have over that in practice, which is great.
Yeah.
And that's what Powers and I have talked about, and our baseball coaches, Coach Kroom. We're blessed to have kids that like to compete and get after it, so it makes our job a little bit easier. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing actually how many numbers we have in there.
Okay. So a different look to the schedule this year. We tip off on Tuesday night at Cheyenne.
Yeah. So we picked up a couple different teams that we haven't played in the past, and sometimes it's just good to go play different people, go play different areas of the state. We're trying to make our schedule a little bit tougher, and I think these guys, they do a great job. Sometimes in this part of Oklahoma, you can't play 2A, 3A teams every time because we just don't have a lot around. So we kind of think and try to figure out whose program is consistently doing what they're supposed to do, and we pick those guys up, and it'll be fun to go against those guys this year.
Of course, going to be in the tournaments that are always tough. The Burns-Flat-Dill City tournament, which has turned out to be a really good one.
Yeah, it's loaded.
Yeah,
and Merritt's loaded.
Merritt is loaded again. Yeah.
And then before I came down this way, you just don't hear of, if you're not around this area, you just don't pay attention to it. That Tri-County tournament, we have some of the best teams around in there as well. I mean, our conference is loaded, and you got to show up every single night. And if you don't, they'll point out your weaknesses pretty quick.
Well, and great venues as well. Burns Flat has got a great venue. It's nice there at Merritt, and of course, playing at the college. I mean, that's kind of a neat deal for these kids, isn't it?
It's unique, and there's been talks about trying to move it. I'm in favor of keeping it there. It's just something that kids, how many of us are going to go play college basketball? We get a little bit of that atmosphere.
Right.
It's just a fun tournament to be in.
All right. This football team tonight, I know you've been watching it. They have looked impressive through the air. I mean, it's kind of like what your basketball team's been in the last couple of years. High scoring, high flying.
Well, and it's you said it, man. It's just as the year goes along, everybody gets a little more comfortable where their position is and how they're supposed to do things, and even more importantly, why they're supposed to do things. And it's all about timing. And these guys it's been fun to watch tonight. Warner's done a great job at quarterback, and we've got some receivers. I mean, you got Nate that, 2 or 3 years ago, he wasn't even a tight end, and now he's out there making catches like, my goodness.
He was a lineman.
He was, and that's crazy to even think about. But once again, it just shows the mental toughness that our kids have.
All right. So we mentioned the basketball season begins December the 6th.
Yeah.
That's a Tuesday, and then that Thursday, the Burns-Flat-Dill City tournament will get underway. When will be the first time we'll have a chance to see the Mangum Tigers at home?
Oh, I think it.
Put the test to you there, didn't I?
Yeah, don't quote me on the date, but it's not. I think we play 6 away games and then we come home, including the tournament. So yeah, I'm not sure, man. You did put me on the spot there.
One of our listeners, no doubt, will tell us here in a moment. And then I know that you're excited too, Brian Bingham. Coaching the girls basketball club, and we hope to get a chance to talk to Brian about his team before we see the football season come to an end. But I know that you guys work together in some respect, and I know that you've enjoyed his enthusiasm.
He's a great guy. Anytime you bring new blood in to where you're at, you always wonder. Coach Powers had a relationship with him before at a previous school, so he came highly recommended. I think he does a great job. I think he's well organized. He pushes the girls, and the girls enjoy him. And more importantly, man, he just treats people the right way.
Yep.
And that's you can rally behind a guy like that.
Sure. So I know that you take a lot of pride in what the field house looks like, and you've redone the floors over the years, and you painted inside over the years. What about this football field? Is this unbelievable?
Yeah. Well, and Dirk is a good friend of mine, and he. He's detail-oriented as well, and he takes pride in what he does. And, that stuff is contagious. You just get one person to either do something good or do something bad, and it can go quickly. And I think everybody at our school, it starts with our school board, and then we have a superintendent with Booth that allows us to further everything that we have. And I've never had any hesitation with him. It's better for the kids, so it's let's do it. And Dirk he's kind of taking ownership in this place out here. And once again, I mean, it's just not the field. You go to the bathroom, they're clean. You go to the visitors' room, and so he once again he just takes ownership and takes pride in what he does, and he knows his name's on it. So if he's going to do something, he's going to do it right.
Well, and Chad and I echo that about not just the field, but just the facilities as a whole.
Yeah.
I mean, we have been in some places this past year on the road doing football games that
a little shaky.
It's kind of like,
shaky.
Should I get inoculated before I walk in? I mean,
Yeah.
And this place is great. I know they're looking at it and doing some improvements to it as well. Obviously, you're deeply involved in the school system. Big carnival coming up tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's big
fundraiser.
Time. It's a big time.
Talk to me a little bit about that.
Well, our young kids are super excited about it, and obviously this time of year with Halloween, it allows them to dress up and have fun. As you're looking at our band right now, I mean, they're having a blast doing stuff like this. And, this is my 14th year in the school system, and you just, over a period of time, you look at, these are the memories that kids have, and they talk about 20 years later, hey, you remember that one time? And it's stuff like you're talking about the carnival and dressing up and having a good time. So, it's a big fundraiser tomorrow, so anybody listening, come on out, spend a little money, enjoy your family time, and it's all coming back to a good place.
Mangum Junior Class Fall Carnival, 6 to 9 tomorrow night at Edison Elementary. I'm told they'll have bingo, different kinds of games, a cakewalk, and a concession stand.
Yeah, whatever you want, they got it.
So one last thing, as we hold that tiger behind us, do you know anything about this co-ed softball tournament coming up on November 5th?
A little bit about it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think that there's a lot of people really excited about it. Our softball people kind of came up with the plan and the idea, and it's a great one. And hopefully we have a huge turnout, and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
So here's what I'm going to say.
Let's hear it.
If there's a team that is short and they need a 62-year-old catcher or right fielder,
you're it.
I would love to play, and I'm 100% serious.
Oh.
I will pay my entry fee, and I will go out and play if I need to bring my heart surgeon's permission to do that. I will. It's been since the last time I played. It was the summer before I turned 54, so it's been about 8 years.
Yeah, it's time.
I miss it desperately.
Do you really?
Oh, I do. I mean, I do. And here, no, I'm gonna tell you, I play golf, every week with buddies that we did, and we see guys all the time that we used to play softball with,
Right.
And I'm just like, and they'll say, well, we need to get together and play catch. And I'm like, okay, I got my glove, I know where it is, I have my bat.
Really?
And none of them want to do it.
Well, yeah, you definitely got to come out there.
So I'm just saying right now, Barnes will play on your team. Don't expect anything out of me. Are we playing? Is it going to be on the little field?
We're not sure yet.
Oh, come on, put it on the little.
Are you wanting to know on the little field?
Put it on the little field because I know I can jack 210 still. I know.
Hey,
I know that I can still go 210.
We're going to have to call his bluff now. We're gonna have to see
I'm telling you, I can go yard on 210. There's no doubt about it.
No, I think, once again, I think our softball, just taking ownership in it, and it's something that we haven't done before that, well, just like what you're talking about, a lot of people can partake in that, and then we can come out there and watch it and have, probably a lot of good laughs. So it's going to be a really fun time. But, yes, I know they are still needing people for teams. So, yes, if you're in.
I'm in.
We'll put you down.
I like how he said, and you guys can't see it, so I'll describe it for you. He said, still needing people, and it's good laughs. And then he looked at me. Okay, I got broad shoulders. I can take it. All right.
It's that nonverbal communication, right?
And it's what I specialize in my child welfare job every day. Coach Pennypacker, we appreciate it, and I am dead serious now, folks. If somebody listening needs a player, or even if you don't need a player, and you just want to take pity on me and let me be on your team, oh my goodness, I will be so grateful. Don't forget now the junior class carnival coming up tomorrow night, 6 to 9 at Edison Elementary. High school basketball season tips off on December the 6th when we travel to Cheyenne. Second half coming up here. Nathan Pennypacker, thank you so much, sir.
Hey,
we always appreciate it,
always
man.
Enjoy it. Go Tigers.
21-6 at the half, and we're back after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Jamie's Auto is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger sports coverage. When you need a new-to-you reliable vehicle, always remember to visit Jamie's Auto Sales on Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Jamie makes it easy to buy a great used car with 5 lenders available, and your new-to-you vehicle comes with a 3-month 4,500 GWC powertrain warranty. Talk about peace of mind. Remember Jamie's Auto in Mangum for your next vehicle purchase. And go Tigers!
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Hello, this is Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner with the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum. We are friendly hometown folks and treat patients of all ages, newborns through adults, for wellness and sick visits, as well as management of chronic illnesses such as diabetes and high blood pressure. Call the clinic in Mangum at 580-782-3393 for an appointment today.
Jackson County Memorial Hospital.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find at 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, pipe passes, or real ID, Tom and Cynthia Clark are there for you, and they can help you at the Mangum Tag Agency at 580-782-3004, 782-3004.
So, Sherry Shepherd Kendall, I'm going to recruit you to help me find a team to play on in that softball tournament because I'm there. I'm down. I don't care. It's happening. I've checked the forecast for November the 5th. Looks delightful, lovely, delicious. Oh, sell my clothes. I'm going to heaven.
Now,
so I'm ready
Deanne
to go.
is a little bit lame herself. Now, we don't need 2 barns.
No,
icy
I'll
hot
be fine.
and heating pad.
No, I'll be
Okay,
fine.
okay.
I'll be all right. I've been walking 5 and 6 miles.
I'm just dogging you.
No.
Hey, you're way better shape than me, man.
I've been walking 5 and 6 miles a day. It won't mean anything on the softball field, but that's okay. I can walk around the bases after I jack it out of the 210. I'm just counting on it. By the way, I want to say hi to Terry Williams, who has joined us here tonight, and Todd Timms. Well, he put on the Facebook page, and I've got to explain this. Member Tiger Booster Club. Back in the day when Todd and Larry Fisher and I did Altus football, we were on our way to do a game at Noble one night, and for whatever reason, Todd started reading everything that we passed that was Member Bulldog Booster Club because that's what the ads on KWHW radio were.
Right.
I laughed so hard, and I was glad that I wasn't driving that particular night because I would have been useless. So, Todd, it's so good to catch up with you. And, boy, for old time's sake, it would be so much fun to get all the broadcasters that I've worked with over the years and just do a ball game rotating broadcasters with them.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
But, again, if you've seen that viral picture of Greg Tangney kissing me, nobody else is going to be allowed to do that. Our second half set to unfold. Mangum on top, 21-6. We're at the intermission. We come back to the Liberty Bowl after this. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
We yell loud and proud because we love the Mangum Tigers. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. On and off the field, we support the Tigers through and through because once you're a Tiger, you're always a Tiger. And Cattlemen's Bank is Tiger proud.
Great food made fresh with the best ingredients possible under the direction of Chef George is what you'll find at the newly remodeled J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum. Now, if you haven't tried the Mexican and American favorites at J&P Mexican Grill, what are you waiting for? They're open Tuesday through Saturday for lunch, dinner featuring homemade desserts. For takeout, call 580-706-5042 and like them on Facebook. J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum.
By the way, Elvis is in the building. I don't know if you saw that or not, Chad. We've got Elvis Presley down here to our, but he kind of looks like a pale, pasty Elvis. I mean,
He's I see that.
Yeah,
now. Yeah, he's going to have to get to the killer's funeral too.
Jerry Lee Lewis has passing away today at the age of 87. You know, I was started reading a biography of him. Oh my goodness, I had forgotten about all the things. Wow,
he lived a full life.
There's no doubt about it.
He was on wife number 7.
Yeah, I know.
It makes you and me.
Yeah, I don't think we're that many combined, are we?
No. Oh, by the way, I had J&P before the game tonight. I had the 2-item plate with burrito and taco, and it was a 10. It was good.
All right. Second half underway. Kick to Harrison, going to be bobbled. Heston picks it up at his own goal line. Comes to the 5, 10, and he gets rocked before he gets to the 10. Nick Lavoie making the play. And it'll be a long field for Carnegie to begin the third quarter of play. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 9. Sherry Shepard Kendall and Courtney Parker have joined us for the second half here at the Liberty Bowl. Well, the rain has subsided. It's
perfect football weather, right? Crisp enough where you just want to strike somebody.
So, when you were at Hobart, did you play football?
Early.
Okay.
I was 100 pounds soaking wet.
Okay. All right.
And Hobart was really good back then. And they did not need me whatsoever.
You were a basketball.
Yeah. I said, I want to go inside shooting free throws.
Don't blame you. 1st and 10 on the carry. Kuykendall, late pitch. Heston turns the corner, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, down the far sideline, 40, 45, 50, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Wow.
Talk about Jets.
91 yards on the toss sweep. Heston Harrison, down the far sideline. I don't see any penalty flags. It is a 21-12 ball game with 11:36 left here in the third quarter of play. My goodness.
Well, that was that touchdown that they should have had with 20 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you bring up a good point. My goodness, if they'd punched the ball in there, wow. So here we go, that spread look now on the two-point conversion. As Fran Lively has joined us. Hello, Fran. Second time tonight they have run this play. Quarterback going to toss middle of the field. Good job of batting the football down by Ashton Pride, and the two-point conversion is no good. Nonetheless, now within a score, 11:36 left here in the third. It's 21-12. Mangum on top of Carnegie on Classic Hits 97.7.
First National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Mangum Tiger Athletics. At First National Bank, supporting our schools and athletic programs is our top priority. We appreciate and support our community through and through. At First National Bank, you can hear us roar. Go Tigers! We wish you a season of great success. First National Bank and Trust Company, your bank for life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Anna with Dapper 14 Boutique at 209 North Oklahoma in Mangum. We are so excited about the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. We feature clothing and accessories in all sizes for all ages, and our store is well stocked for a great shopping experience. Come see us, visit us on Facebook, or shop the website at dapyr14.com, and go Tigers.
You know, earlier in the ballgame, Chad, we saw Heston Harrison return the football on a kickoff down the far sideline, and we got a glimpse of his speed.
Yeah.
There, he just beat everybody to the corner, and then it was a foot race down the far sideline, and nobody was going to catch him.
Yeah, long stride, and that's the wishbone. 3 yards, 2 yards, 4 yards, 6 yards, and now 90 or 80 whatever yards. It was long distance run.
I think it was officially 92. I think they said that the line of scrimmage was the 8-yard line.
Got it.
So Bryce Hall, let me tell you about Jackson, set to kick the football away. A little high hopper, going to be fielded at the 47-yard line by one of the upbacks for Mangum. And again, a good job of covering up the football, and that's a big ugly up front making the play there. It may be Jake Green that made that play.
It happened a week or two ago. I think it was in college, but the smart thing to do on those onside kicks is they waive a fair catch.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, but anyway, not sure who's going to get the ball necessarily when it's squib going everywhere, but that kind of keeps you from getting smoked.
Colby Cagg actually recovered the football. 1st and 10 out for Mangum, 47-yard line, their own 47. Ashton Pride split out here all by himself. Warner, though, going to hand it off. Nope, going to keep it himself right up the middle of the field, and Aiden will take it inside Carnegie territory down to about the 48-yard line. So, again, I've been impressed with the sleight of hand all season long of Aiden Warner. I was tackling Nick Lavoie on the play. Angie, good to have you alongside again this evening. Angie Williams-Young. So gain of almost 6 on that play for Warner. Second down and about 4.5. Again, Pride out here by himself, one-on-one coverage, and they are way off of him. See if Mangum takes advantage of it, as Earls will come here on the strong side from the tight end position. He'll hand it off to Lavoie. Nick got the 45, still on his feet to the 44. He'll get spun down there by Kuykendall. Close to a first down. They'll call him short. It looks like maybe a half yard. Nope, they're going to move the 6. Went ahead and gave him the first down. So a good job that time by Lavoie to pick up the first down. Mangum 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line now of Carnegie. So the Wildcats striking quickly here in the third. 10:35 left in the quarter. Mangum leading 21-12. From the shotgun, Warner. And again, Earls comes here on the strong side of the field. I'll hand it off again to Lavoie. Lavoie running hard, and that's instead a loose football, and Carnegie says they've got it, and they do. That was not Lavoie on the carry, and it was Avery Rogers, and he got stripped as he came across the line of scrimmage, and it wound up in the hands of one of the Wildcats. How about that?
And now Coach Powers wants out of the break.
Looked like Long Hat just simply took the ball out of the hands of Rogers as he crossed over the 40 down to the 39. So a turnover there, the first of the night against Mangum, and it'll come with 10:20 left here in the third quarter of play. Mangum had dominated the football game, dodged a bullet late in the first half, and now Carnegie, a chance to get within a couple of points. Not a good play there for the Wildcats as it was gummed up by Mangum on that interior. They tried to go to the fullback that time, Caden O'Keefe, and O'Keefe got back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It'll be second down and 10. In on the stop for Mangum, Trey Williams, along with Jake Green. So
critical it has been to have those PATs.
Yeah, we've seen that more than once this year. Yeah, you're exactly right. Biatonde is a weapon, no doubt about it. So second down and 10. One wide receiver split out to the far side for Carnegie. Quick snap here, and they'll go to the tailback, breaking tackles across the 45 out to the 46-yard line. That is hard running there by Mabry. They tried to tackle him up high. You're just not going to bring down Mabry when you go upstairs. He's going to run right through that arm tackle.
You have the feeling you might hear his name on the basketball court, right?
No, I don't think there's any question.
A little bulldog there in Hoop City.
James Martin in on the stop that time for Mangum. Nate Augustine as well. But suddenly, Carnegie beginning to flex their muscles a little bit and push Mangum down the field. Third down and a little less than 5. The line to make the 49.5-yard line of Carnegie. Line of scrimmage is the 45. They'll send a man in motion this time. Kuykendall, long time underneath center, finally snaps it, and the mesh at the line of scrimmage blown up by the defensive line of Mangum. Maybe a yard on the play. It'll be fourth down.
I know it's crisp football season for sure, but you can't have Carnegie in town and not mention the tradition and the 90-degree gym and and the great basketball that they play there in Carnegie. That's always fun to go there. It is hot and sweaty.
Every time.
Every time.
It can be 19 degrees below zero, and I promise you it's going to be 1,000 degrees inside that gym.
Yep.
So Carnegie showing punt. Remember, they've passed out of this formation. High snap. Penalty flag going to fly. And some movement on the interior. And I believe it's going to go against the Wildcats, and it will be false start. So Mangum getting a break there. Had that gone against them, it would have been enough for a first down. So, and if you're Carnegie here, I mean, I know that you went for a fake punt earlier. I don't think this is the time you do it here. You kick the football away.
Yep.
8:01 left in the third. 21-12 our score. Carnegie facing 4th and 9. Heston Harrison, who ran for the touchdown a moment ago for 92 yards in punt formation. Snap is back. He will roll. Looks like he wants to pass. Fakes it. Now kicks it. How about that? Kick will hit at the 30, spin forward, and roll out of bounds at the 27-yard line.
Had it cocked and ready to throw, did he?
Yes, he did. And that's some discipline by the guys up front, because if he throws the football, I got to believe there's got to be at least one guy downfield that shouldn't be.
Yeah.
So Caitlin Huckabee has joined us to see Mangum go to work offensively for the second time here in the second half. 7:37 left in the third. They lead 21-12. Fumbled the football a moment ago. They go with a pistol formation here. Warner with Lavoie. Two wide receivers on the near side. Martinez by himself on the far side. Going to run the football to Nick, and he'll make the 30, maybe the 31. A gain of 3, second down and 7. Nothing fancy there. Just going to line up and run right at you. And it has turned out to be a crisp evening, to say the least.
Yeah. It seems like we're belly aching, heat stroke, and then all of a sudden it gets cold.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking about it on the drive over here. I remember 4 weeks ago, I'm sitting in a press box where I had 300 active calories burnt during the broadcast because it was so hot. Mangum going to change the play here now, facing a second down and 8. Clock running, 6:55 left of the frame. High snap, handoff to Lavoie. Nick through traffic, got back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. And suddenly the Wildcats beginning to rally to the football a little bit. And again, they've got some big bodies out there that can wear you out as time goes by. One of those, Mickey Anglin, who got the tackle there. So that'll bring up a third down and a long 7 for Mangum. 6:25 left in the third. Reisner split out here on the near side. He's got a marvelous touchdown catch. Martinez up top, and on the wing, you'll find Pride. See if they don't find a way to get it to Ashton. I'm going to throw the football. Martinez wide open, and the ball through his hands and incomplete. We talk about the sleight of hand of Aiden Warner, and he fooled the defensive back on the far side. And he thought for sure the ball had been handed off to Lavoie, and he was coming up to make the play. Martinez was wide open. Maybe a little bit too much mustard on that pass, but if you ask Mr. Martinez, he will tell you he should have caught that football. So Ashton Pride now going to drop back in punt formation for Mangum. Heston Harrison back here at about the 33, awaiting the kick, and Ashton thinking about running it. Now he will kick the rugby-style boot. Ball going to pitch forward and roll inside the 20, still
Good
rolling.
night.
And will wind up at about the 14-yard line. And I don't know that people understand how athletic of a play that is, to be running and kick the football that distance.
And you got people about to chasing you down.
Want to undress you.
Yep.
So a great job by Ashton on the rugby kick. A long field again for Carnegie, although they had one first and 92 and got the score. 21-12, 5:51 left, third quarter of play. They will split one wide receiver to the far side. That is Longhat, who can catch the football. Kuykendall not all that adept about throwing the football, so he'll hand it off here to his tailback, and out across the 21-yard line will go Harrison. Give him almost 6 on the carry. Second down and a long 4.
That was about a 57-yard punt.
Yeah. By the way, some nefarious folks there on the Facebook feed.
Uh-oh.
In case you wanted to know that.
Yeah.
Figured you did.
Sneaking in late on us.
So second down and 4, ball just across the 20-yard line. And this time they'll hand it off to Langham, and he won't quite make the 25. The 24, that'll be shy of a first down by about a half yard. That'll bring up a third down and less than a yard now. Jake Green in on the stop. Looks like Cooper Earls was there as well. But again, that big offensive line for Carnegie and those big backs beginning to bang away and lean on and kind of wear down that Mangum defense a little bit. They need to get off the field here. Third and short. Send Harrison in motion. He'll take the handoff and pick up the first down and more all the way across the 30 out to about the 34-yard line. Jake Green making the stop. Also in on the tackle was Landon Hutton, but again, 6-7 yards downfield, they'll move the chains. And with 4:45 left here in the third, another first down for the Wildcats. And again, Chad talked about it to begin the quarter. How important was that fourth down play at the end of the first half when the football got spiked by Carnegie? And that just doesn't work when it's fourth down. Timeout going to be taken here by the Wildcats. We can hear Coach Cruzen coming across the field telling his offense, you better get your butt downhill. We're back after this, butt and all, on Classic Hits 97.7.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brenda at 580-782-2452 for more information.
I think that timeout was beneficial for Sam Powers and his defense. Gave them a chance to try to regroup just a little bit.
And again, just had flashbacks, though, a timeout used in the third quarter where Carnegie might need that.
Yeah, you've got a good point there. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. They'll bobble the football, pick it up, and Langham will get the handoff from Kuykendall. Go back to the line of scrimmage no more. And again, a lot of white hats in on that stop. James Martin in on the play. Got some help as well from Mason Parker. Jake Green. Hit somebody indeed. You know, and on a still night.
It travels,
yes,
doesn't
it does, yeah. I mean, it does. Band not playing right now. They're taking a break, getting some refreshments. Yeah. I'm sure they heard it out there on the field. 2nd down and 10. Harrison in motion, trying to turn the corner, looking for a block. He'll make it back to the line of scrimmage no more. Great job that time by Mangum to string that one out. Got out on the edge, and the defensive end, that was Nate Augustine, stayed parallel with the line, kept his shoulders square, strung that thing out. Maybe a yard on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 9. 3:25 and running here in this third quarter of play.
He's got his bright hunting vest on.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah, he's ready.
He's ready.
Once everybody knows it here. Hey, look, if he can yell like that at his age and still is okay, I can go play softball on November 5th.
Right.
Okay. You know, I say his age. We're probably the same age. 3rd down and 8. Bouncing off of tacklers is Langham, but he won't pick up the first down here as he takes it just out to the 37-yard line. It'll be 4th down from there. 4th and, we'll call it about 6, maybe 7. And Carnegie gonna have to punt the football here.
A good response from Mangum's defense because they got popped on that long run to start the third, and they have responded.
Elaine Mills-Smith has joined us. And again, I think that timeout helps in 2 ways. Carnegie loses the timeout, obviously, and then it gave the defense a chance to collect themselves because they were on their heels prior to that timeout. So 4th and long here, high snap. Harrison will go up and get it and gets the ball away. That may have been partially blocked by Augustine. Yeah, Nathan got a piece of it, no doubt about it. Ball will roll dead at the 46-yard line of Mangum, but Augustine got in there, showed his leaping ability, and got a piece of that punt. Good job by Nate. So the offense been a little bit slow here in the third period of play. 2:09 left in the frame. Yet to score. Really haven't been able to put a whole lot together. See if they can here with great field position. When they have started drives where they are now in that general vicinity, they have been able to score. Warner going to send Jackson Reisner in motion, near side, far side. Aiden wants to throw, flush from the pocket, comes to Lavoie. Nick gets a block, has the 50, and then gets dragged down from behind. Great closing speed that time by Lanham Mabry. So Mabry makes the tackle. Looked like that Lavoie was going to get a bunch more. He ends up with 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Nick got rolled up a little bit, too. He got up a little bit slowly, but okay. He's back there in the backfield now for the Tigers. Amy Gale Panetta says, let's see this 2nd down and 4 play with 1:30 left here in the third. Lavoie gets the handoff, a little judder step at the line of scrimmage now, busts it to the outside. He'll turn the corner, get the 40, and inside the 40 to the 39, and pick up the first down. Great job by Nick. The hole was clogged at the line of scrimmage. He bounced it to the outside and picked up the first down. Covered up the football as well. I love that. Lavoie now going to come to the sideline, get a breather. 1st and 10 at the 39 for Mangum, 39 of Carnegie. Reisner out here on the near side. One-on-one coverage with Heston Harrison. See if they don't look his way. Going to go the inside reverse to Pride. Ashton has the 30. He's got the 25, breaks a tackle, and is finally run down from behind at about the 13-yard line. A great job there by Ashton Pride. And again, the sleight of hand. I cannot overemphasize that enough. Aiden Warner and the ability to carry out the fakes on the play got the defense going one way, and Ashton had all kinds of room down that far side. 1st and 10 now for the Tigers. A little mix-up in the backfield there as Aiden going to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. I'm not sure if that ball was snapped on time or if Cray Manny went the wrong way on the snap. Manny going to come back now. And Lavoie, after a 2-play breather, comes back in. 20 seconds left here in this first half of play. See if Mangum runs another play and 2nd down and 10.
Yep, 3rd quarter.
Oh, 2nd half of play. Yeah, 3rd quarter. Thank you. Get to the line of scrimmage. Look like they will try to run one more before the period expires. Warner with 2 will get it off. They'll hand it off to Lavoie. Nick to the outside to the 10. Makes a move at the 5. Steps back inside, and he'll score! This one, though, going to get called back. Got a penalty flag. I think we're going to get either a hold or a block in the back out on the edge.
Well, the guy in the ambulance knew that because he didn't blow his horn.
No. It's a good job by Lavoie to break it again to the outside and then cut off one block. But a hold was committed, and that will wipe out the touchdown. So we will flip the field and go to the 4th quarter. Michael Barnes, 21-12, Mangum on top. Final 12 minutes coming up from the Liberty Bowl. Come on back on Classic Hits 97.7.
Fresh floral arrangements created here in Mangum are the hallmark of owner Darla Hately at Flowers Unlimited. Remember that fresh flowers are a very personal and special gift that is so cherished when delivered for birthdays and anniversaries. She might say, you shouldn't have, but she'll be delighted. Flowers Unlimited. Call local at 580-782-2122. That's 782-2122. Flowers Unlimited in Mangum.
Well, untimed down.
It has to be. Yep.
Okay.
Can't end on a penalty, so we'll stay on that on the south side of the field.
So what they did is they called the hold. That's a point of infraction walk-off. So it sets up a 2nd down and 11 for Mangum. Untimed down, 3 wide receivers here on the near side. Warner in the backfield by himself. Going to get flushed in the pocket. Fires across the middle, and the ball going to be picked off on a sliding interception right at the 1-yard line. Knifing in to make that play for the Wildcats was Ashton Parrish. So an interception to end to period number 3. Carnegie will have it with 99 yards in front of them, trailing 21-12. When we come back for the 4th quarter, officially on Classic Hits 97.7. Wichita Insurance and American Farmers and Ranchers proudly serve cities and towns throughout rural Oklahoma. We're your neighbors and part of the communities. We're proud of our schools, youth, and communities, and that's why we're investing in rural Oklahoma. Wichita Insurance and AFR want to be your agent and insurance company. So call 580-301-6352 today and let us help you protect your farm and ranch operations, autos, and home.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go together when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Chad Fox, Michael Barnes, and a veritable cast of thousands tonight. Football Friday night, week number 9. As I look down at the cheerleading crew from Mangum, I see Lauren York, and it's worth noting Lauren this week named to the Small West All-Region team outfield position. So congratulations to Lauren.
Well, 2 turnovers in the second half, not going to make Coach Powers happy.
Well, and Chad, I'm curious here. They're giving Carnegie the football at the 10-yard line. The interception occurred
inside
at
the 5.
1, yes.
Yeah, I thought it was for sure inside the 5, but I don't know.
Wow. That deserves a wow. They're talking about it. Great interception, no doubt about it, but the officials are getting together. I don't know that they marked this ball correctly.
Mangum coaches aren't too demonstrative right now, but
I've
they
been
should
watching
be.
Sam Powers. Maybe didn't realize at first where they marked it. He's walking down there. He's going to expect an explanation.
Well, he's in the gray sweatshirt, so. But, yeah, there you go.
Okay.
It's
All right.
6.
Yeah.
Anyway, long ways. A long ways away.
Okay, so
split the difference.
Yeah, I mean we're a long way away. Maybe it was the 1 yard, 6-yard line, not the 1. But anyhow, Carnegie has it 1st and 10 to begin the fourth quarter of play, trailing 21-12. They'll go to Harrison, who tries to break a tackle to the line of scrimmage. He'll spin out to the 7, lose the football, but his forward progress was stopped. It'll be 2nd down, and boy, he really got
slammed.
Yeah, he got wound up. There's 4 guys on top of him. And Earls was one of them. Also in on the stop for Mangum was Mason Parker.
I know you had that good interview with Coach Pennypacker, but the first song at halftime was The Monster Mash.
They do the mash. The Monster Mash.
Good stuff.
Oh, it is. 2nd down and 10 officially. Go to the tailback here and try to break it to the outside, weaving his way through traffic out to about the 15-yard line. It's probably the best carry of the night that time. For tailback Lena Mabry, be shy of a first down by about a half yard. It'll be 3rd and that much. Boris Bobby Pickett, right?
There you go. Yeah.
I'm going to have to dial that up, and they're coming to take me away. Got to play those 2.
Yep.
And I really think after the trick-or-treaters leave on Monday night, I'm definitely going to dial up Young Frankenstein.
You have to.
Oh, I love that movie. 3rd down and a yard, quick count here, and Mabry will pick up the first down out to about the 17-yard line. So Carnegie will move the sticks with 10:27 left in the ball game.
This is really for you and me, but till I go to take the bags to their rooms, and you take the blonde, and I'll take the brunette.
One of the best lines ever. Marty Feldman. I mean, it was, one of the best lines. And there were so many in that movie. I remember 14 years old at the movie theaters watching that, and when they were explaining about the abnormal brain that he put. That was, I mean, I couldn't wait to go to school and talk about that one. 1st and 10 now. And Kuykendall going to keep it himself, take it across the 20 out to about the 21-yard line. Cooper Earls there again on the stop.
For a little guy, he is tough dude, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. James Martin will make the play for Mangum as well.
I mean, he sticks his nose in there.
Fair Blooker. 9:40 left here in the fourth quarter. 2nd down now. They gave him almost 4 on the carry. 2nd down and 6 for Carnegie. They just continue to pound the football, and Mabry will get it and take it out across the 25 to the 27, 28. Now they'll give them the 29. That's another first down.
But if you're Mangum, make them go 5 yards at a time. Chew that clock up. They're 2 scores ahead, 21-12. So
yeah, I said it was a one-score game a moment ago. And again, math not my long suit. It's a 9-point lead. Stephanie Anderson and Caitlin Nunley have joined us on the broadcast. Hello, ladies. 9-10 and running, and you're right. Clock right now, the best friend of Mangum, and you mentioned astutely earlier in this half, Carnegie had to burn a timeout, so they only have 2 the rest of the way. But again, they just, there's movement, and that'll cost them. And they have done this throughout the course of the evening. They will get something going and then come up with an unforced error, and that was right there. It had 2 men in motion at the same time, and that'll cost them 5. Middle of a nice drive, and then you get yourself behind the chains.
Yep, they have a nice little team and some good-looking athletes, but they have shot themselves in the foot a few times.
Welcome back, Brandy Webb, to our broadcast tonight. 1st and 15, Carnegie with the football, trailing 21-12. They have it at their own 24-yard line. Ball dropped on the center quarterback exchange, and Kuykendall falls on it. And that'll bring up a second down now and long. And it certainly has been 1 step forward, 2 steps back for this group from Carnegie.
Does your office do any kind of costume or anything? Probably not. You guys are too serious.
Well, I mean, there have been some years, but it is just.
You guys have real jobs, important jobs. I didn't.
No, we're just so understaffed right now that it's just hard to do that. I don't know. I may make some cookies or something.
There you go.
Kuykendall wants to throws this one up for grabs, and it's going to be caught at the 50, 45, and down to the 43-yard line. And that was just Sandlot football right there.
Hail Mary. Yep. That was throw it and say a prayer, and it was answered.
Well, that was a great catch in traffic. It's the second catch of the night for Bryson Longhat. Longhat went down hard on the play and is still down. So while they attend to Longhat, we'll take a timeout. 7:45 left of the ball game. Carnegie trailing 21-12. They're on the move here at the Liberty Bowl. Classic Hits 97.7.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make The Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
They continue to attend to Bryson Longhat at about the 43-yard line. And
he got the air knocked out of him. But
yeah, and that's kind of what I'm thinking as well. He fell awkwardly. And, you hope that that's all it is getting the wind knocked out of you. And, boy, if you've never had that happen to you, consider yourself fortunate. I mean, it is a helpless feeling. They're going to get him to his feet. And I think he's going to be okay. Maybe got twisted a little bit, too, when he went down, and he is favoring that right leg. So it's a great catch by Longhat in traffic. Second one he's made tonight.
Well, I guess I can get Paul Shields in a costume, huh?
Yes. Maybe that's Les Nessman.
He has imaginary walls in his studio.
There was one year I went as Shrek.
Oh, okay.
And they're like,
well, you didn't go as Donkey.
No. I could say something, but I won't. I'll just let that one go.
Okay.
There are some that think I'm a donkey every day. All right, here we go. 1st and 10, Longhat to the sidelines. Let's hope that young man is okay. Single back look now for Carnegie as they switch things up. They'll hand it off. Nope, keeping it instead. Kuykendall getting a little do-si-do down to the 40-yard line. And a good job on the tackle that time by Earls. He is in the middle of it. And they kind of untangle folks. People actually literally tangled up down there. Nate Augustine trying to get unhooked from Kuykendall. So a gain of 4 on the play, they'll say. 2nd down and 6. 7:20 left in the ball game, and that's good news for Mangum.
What if I told you the World Series tied at 5, top of the 5th?
Yeah, so much for a pitcher's duel. A lot of offensive power on both sides, Philadelphia and Houston. 2nd down and 6 here for Carnegie. Kuykendall again going to keep it himself. He'll get spun down at the 37. A gain of 3 on the play. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 3. Been good at sportsmanship all night long. Martin and Augustine hit on the stop, and Augustine getting pulled up off the ground by Kuykendall.
He's the perfect wishbone quarterback. You can't find him.
Yeah.
He's
You're exactly right.
Behind those big guys.
And that offensive line is massive for the Wildcats. So 3rd down, quick count. They'll go to Heston, and Harrison will take it across the 35 to the 34, but illegal shift going to be called on Carnegie. So what would have been a 4th and manageable now becomes 3rd down and long.
Well, they're going to watch this film, and they're going to bite their tongue or spit out some few bad words because they have really unforced errors.
Yeah. And again, talking to Coach Dickey, he had seen film of the Hobart game and felt like that was a ball game that Carnegie should have won as well.
Yeah.
So, just, again, unforced errors like tonight, Coach said. So, illegal shift, 2 men moving at the same time. It'll move it back 5 yards. 3rd down now. 3rd down and 9. 4-down territory for the Wildcats. Go with a long snap count. Try to get Mangum to jump into the neutral zone. They won't do it. Now they're going to cost themselves 5 more yards. And again, we talked about it in the first half. One of the biggest bugaboos for Carnegie is they get themselves out of their rhythm.
Yeah, because they're moving the football,
yeah.
And then they commit those errors. And so, got to be frustrating for them. For Mangum, that's plenty good. The clock, keep it going.
A reminder, we will close out the regular season next week on the road against Snyder. The Cyclones playing Cordell. You would think that that Snyder would win that ball game tonight, and if they do, they will move to 4-2 inside the district. Mangum trying to move to 4-2 inside the district, so you get an idea how important that ball game will be. Kuykendall wants to throw, does out in the flat, and that is an incomplete pass.
Well, that was a smart spike.
Harrison had no desire to catch that football as Nathan Augustine was looming out in the flat, ready to doink him if he decided to make the catch. Our good friend Mike Rogers going by on that doink.
Now you think you got to go for it.
Cut him off. Well, yeah, you have to.
Yeah, 2 scores down and 5 minutes to go.
And 2 timeouts remaining. The issue for Carnegie is, and you know, I'm not saying a lot of teams have 4th and 14 in their playbook, but this is a grind them out, shove them down the field kind of club, and that's just not their forte. I mean, if it's Mangum, 4th and 14, we've got that. Now we're going to get a timeout taken by the Wildcats. Otherwise, they would have lost 5 more yards because of delay of game. So 5:58 left in the ball game. Mangum holding on, 21-12. Carnegie 4th and long when you and I come back on Classic Hits 97.7.
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients, and this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office, locations in Altus and Mangum.
Friends, it's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Maddie Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
Fairview on their way to being undefeated still inside the district, and overall they lead Burns-Flatdale City in the third 34-0. Apache has shut out Empire 50-0. Texoma in front of Sayre 36-12. That is a third quarter score. In the fourth, Hooker in front of Merritt 43-0. As we got a fourth down play here, Walters leading Hobart 39-14 in the fourth. Kuykendall wants to throw, going to get flushed from the pocket, looks for a block. Now it tosses it underhand to his tailback, and breaking tackles but not picking up the first down. That's a great play by Carnegie, but there's too much real estate to cover for Mabry, and they will turn it over on downs.
Yeah, that was the play of the game as far as getting that stop for the Tigers. Now you can milk this away, hopefully.
Snyder leading Carnegie in the fourth 54-0. Moreland in front of Thomas 38-6. Check out the scores from around the state in Class A, and specifically in Class A 1 and 2. There's 1 week left in the season and all sorts of playoff implications when we go to week number 10. So Mangum will get it back, 1st and 10. They've got it at their own 36-yard line. Going to run it to Lavoie. Nick back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard. Give him 2 on the play. Got wrapped up as he crossed the line by Eddie Mandrell. It'll be 2nd down.
Now tell me about points. Is critical that we get points here?
Oh yeah. We talked about Snyder and Mangum possibly having the same record going into that Week 10 matchup. Snyder was at plus 12, or I'm sorry, minus 12 going into the ball game tonight. So they'll get 15. Mangum at plus 6.
Okay.
And so they've got 9 now, so they would be at 15 as well. 2nd down and 8. Mangum running clock here with 5 minutes left of the ball game. Mountain View Gotebo leading by 20 in the third quarter, 44-24. They look to wrap up second place in the district. Last score, Tipton and Corn Bible Academy. It was Tipton out in front of Corn Bible by a score of 40-0. Timeout going to be taken here by Mangum. We'll keep it right here as we check some other scores for you. Mangum on top, 21-12, exactly 5 minutes left of the ballgame. Again, a 2-score contest.
Got a Clinton score? Curious about it.
I was going to get to that in a minute. Number 1, Coweta in front of Del City, 10-7. That's a 5A score. Wanted to try to find that. Altus leading Ardmore. Now, this was a second quarter score. Altus 10, Ardmore 7. So we would love to see Dusty Davis get his first win as coach of that group from Altus. Check some 4A scores for you here. I lost my internet connection, so I'll have to get reconnected. As Daffy Duck once said, let's try that again. So out of the timeout, Mangum, 2nd down and 8. 3 wide receivers split to the far side. Pistol formation for the Tigers. Now Lavoie going to split out, so it's an empty backfield for Warner. Aiden dropping back with time, flush from the pocket. Comes near side, launches, and pass too tall. Intended for Lavoie here on the near side. It'll be 2nd down. Or actually 3rd down. 3rd down and 8 for Mangum. 4:52 left of the ball game. Again, if you're Mangum, you want to, and I like that play there. That's a great call by Coach Powers, but it's a great throw as well by Warner. I mean, incomplete, but if anybody was going to catch it, it was going to be his guy. So 3rd down and 8. Lavoie in the backfield. 2 wide receivers split to each side. Aiden, some pressure up the middle, and he'll get sacked back at the 33-yard line. And rumbling his way in on the bull rush that time was Keegan Fernandez. And Mangum will have to punt the football away. 4th and long here. And again, with 4:30 in the clock running, you just want to do your Bachman-Turner overdrive impersonation and take care of business. Well, I can't get my 4A scores to come up, Chad. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Ashton, not so much running there, gets a toe into it. It'll hit at the 40, bounce around a couple of times, and roll dead at the 37-yard line. So 1st and 10 from there. for Carnegie. Again, down 2 scores, 4:07 remaining, and they've got 2 timeouts left. And after a spit of rain earlier, it has gone away, and it has been pretty much dry all evening long.
Hold that Tiger.
Our super fan joining us on the broadcast. All right, so Elk City leading Woodward 27-14. That is a fourth quarter score. Clinton all over Cache 35-7.
Wow.
And fourth quarter score there. Weatherford leads John Marshall 35-12. Pass over the middle here, and it's caught. And into Mangum territory will go Carnegie. Well, they have not thrown the football much, but every time they do, it is a big play. And that time, Kuykendall found Eddie Mandrell over the middle for the catch. So quickly into Mangum territory will go Carnegie. 3:55 left of the ball game. They've got it 1st and 10 at the Tiger 44.
Yeah, Coach Byer's got gonna get a good sweat tonight.
Oh yeah. Kuykendall underneath center, single back look, wants to throw. He's got Long Hat open, but the pass too tall, incomplete. I don't know that Long Hat ran the right route that time as he squared it off at about 12 yards and the pass sailing towards the post. Stops the clock with 3:30 remaining. You talked about Chisholm Kuykendall not being the biggest of kiddos. It's tough to stand back there and find your wide receivers.
Yeah, I've been impressed with him.
Yeah, I am too.
It's he has taken a couple of good hits, and except for procedural penalties, he's done a good job in that too.
Loses the football here, will fall back on it, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 10. We have seen the ball on the ground several times as well. That center quarterback's mesh has not been real crisp this evening, and I don't think it's because of the wet field. I almost get the idea that he's pulling out from center a little bit too quickly. 3rd down and 10, clock winding. 3:27 left. Kuykendall wants to throw, does across the middle. Ball picked off.
Wow.
And a great job on the read there by Ashton Pride. Pride just set back and he baited Kuykendall into that pass. That should do it. The interception by Ashton Pride. It will come with 3:22 left of the ball game. And Mangum will take over on their own 38, trailing 21-12. And again, just great job by Pride. Read the play all the way, hung back, coaxed Kuykendall into thinking that Long Hat was open, and then he stepped in and picked it off. Mangum still working out of the pistol. They'll hand it off to Lavoie. Now back this way comes Ashton. He'll weave his way across the 40 out to about the 42, maybe the 43-yard line. And a good job by Pride that time. Cover up that football because now Carnegie trying to tackle the football as much as they are the ball carrier. Down to 3 minutes left in the contest. Remember, Carnegie burning a timeout early in the 3rd quarter of play.
And again, another huge, I know we'll get a little bit of time after the game, but tip of the cap to Dirk because those end zones are just amazing. I'll try to get a final shot before we're done tonight.
Clock running to 40, showing on it. Reisner going to go in motion. Jackson looking to throw a block. No, they're looking to pass it. And Aiden that time will slip down. He tried to avoid the rush and lost his foot.
It's probably a better thing had happened because it keeps the clock going.
Yeah.
Otherwise, incompletion would have stopped that.
Loss will take the ball back to the 37-yard line. Bring up a 3rd down and 11. Clock is running. 2:05 showing in the ball game. Warner from the pistol. Still wanting to sling it around the park. Chase from the pocket. Now he'll turn, direct traffic, and says, I'll go pick up the first down myself and take on the would-be tackler at the 46-yard line. Yeah. Aiden Warner says, I'm not sliding. Let Barnes do that in that celebrity softball thing. I'm going to take somebody on. Marked him down at the 45. I love it. Move the sticks and move the clock down to 1:35 remaining. Big interception a moment ago by Ashton Pride, basically sealing this one for Mangum as they simply try to run the clock out. Two wide receivers on the near side. Warner hands it off to Lavoie. Nick comes near side, now a little shake and bake at the 40, tries to turn the corner, gets a stiff arm. He's at the 30 and shoved out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. They'll mark him out at the 23. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. Lavoie trying his dead level best to stay in bounds, but got pushed out of bounds by defensive back Heston Harrison. Clock at 1:17. Lavoie, last minute instructions from his quarterback as he goes pistol now. Send Earls in motion, a little hitch in his giddy up. He'll get set on that far side, hand it off to Nick, and Lavoie, boom, over tacklers inside the 15 down to about the 14-yard line. Nick Lavoie running hard. Mangum hurrying to the line of scrimmage. And Chad, you talked about points. They'd love to put another touchdown on the board right now. Carnegie going to have to call a timeout. They had too many players on the field. 1:05 remaining. Mangum on top, 21-12. We're back for the final 65 ticks after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
We are a community of ongoing legacy and tradition. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are so proud of the continued success of the Mangum Tigers on and off the field. Good luck on another exciting sports season, Tigers. Cattlemen's Bank is behind you all the way.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Probably not going to come down to points. It's probably going to come down to that head-to-head matchup next week with Snyder. But
the big old B.
If you've got a chance to get those 15 full points.
Like, say you're at the 12-yard line.
Yeah. So I understand Mangum hurrying to the line of scrimmage, Carnegie taking that timeout. Going into tonight, again, we talked about it. Snyder was at -12. They will get their 15, which will put them at +3. Mangum right now, going into the ball game, was at, +6. You add 9 to that, so they're at +15 right now, but would like to add to that total going into week number 10. Lavoie with a handoff tries to bust it to the outside, and he's not going to get there as he won't get back to the line of scrimmage. Making the stop for the Wildcats there was Keegan Fernandez.
I think if you're Coach Powers, you do this in the flow of the game. You don't necessarily want to stick their nose in it, but if it happens to work out, and we'll just see how aggressive he gets here.
Jackson Reisner one-on-one here for him to run a post pattern if they do go airborne. He's got all kinds of room in the middle of the field, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Makes the catch, and he'll get whacked at the 9-yard line. Closing fast that time was Harrison.
Crumpled down, didn't he?
But, I mean, they just baited him into running that play. I mean, that's an easy one to call. 3rd down and 7, 15 seconds left of the ball game. They'll go back to Lavoie. Nick breaking tackles, but he won't be able to get to the outside. And I think with that, the ball game may come to an end, and it will. So Mangum will win it by a final score of 21-12. Tigers shut out in the second half of play, but did enough in the first half to win it. 21-12. Mangum now 4-2 in the district, 6-3 overall, and they do see their point total go to +15. 21-12, the final. We're back to wrap it up after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s and the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Mangum wins it tonight by a final score of 21-12. Chad Fox, 3 touchdowns in that first half of play for the Tigers, all on big plays. And it was enough in the second half to win the ball game.
It was. You throw in some good defense and some miscues from the Carnegie offense. Stalled some drives. Mangum gave up a long run to start the third, but after that, it was defense ruled the day. So, yep, congratulations to the Tigers.
21-12, the final score. Mangum wins it, and again, they will take on Snyder next week for the right to, more than likely, the winner finishes third in the district. The loser, more than likely, will finish fourth inside the district, although there are some other scenarios which may occur. 21-12, your final score. Don't forget the Mangum Junior Class Fall Carnival tomorrow night from 6 to 9. It will be at Edison Elementary. They'll have bingo, games, cakewalk, concession stand. It is a huge fundraiser for the Mangum Junior Class, and hope that you make your way over there to Edison Elementary for that.
And the Michael Barnes lottery starts.
You bet. You bet.
Whoever wants to draft a 62-year-old right fielder
or catcher
who is dedicated to winning the highest level. He knows the rules. He will not let your team get screwed.
No.
And he will give his all, 110%. I promise you.
And the other thing is, I understand that there's home run bans.
Okay.
You can pay $20 and hit as many home runs as you want. And I promise you, if they're playing on a field that's 210, I'm throwing down the 20.
You're in.
Now, if it's a 300-foot fence, I'm out. It's not going to happen. I can just tell you that right now.
Got any of your old cronies, any old softball players that might play?
No,
they're not as tough as you.
Well, they're smarter than I am, actually. 21-12, the final score, and we wrap up the broadcast with our thoughts and prayers again, going to Sam Powers and his family. Sam losing his mother this week. So, Coach Powers, our thoughts are with you. And we know it's a difficult time. We know that you are surrounded by a community that absolutely loves you. Lean on everybody. Not an easy thing to do, a young man like yourself, but reach out. Everybody will be there for you. 21-12, final score. We will see you next week from Snyder. Cyclones and the Tigers for third place in the district. Classic Hits 97.7.